Bam, we're live. Bryson DeMonte, Caleb Beaver. Good to have you guys. It's been a minute since we've done a CrossFit Games update show. CrossFit Games update show. CrossFit Games update show. But here we are.
I thought this was the WFP update show.
It could be. It could be changing. Next
Taking
year,
over.
WFP update show.
There what?
Again, Caleb?
The tier WFP update show.
Thank you. Yes. Or something. Wild
on Earth.
Fire. Yeah. Wild on Earth. Hey, Bryson, I watched your show today from last week when you replaced John Young. Very good.
Thank you. Am I the new senior analyst?
You were close.
Yeah.
Last month, you were close. Oh, Nelly, you were close. Jose, what's up? Rambler, what's up? Kenneth Lap, what's up? Hans, what's up? I do have some breaking news. Always, you guys will get the first of all the news here. Kevin Ogar has done an amazing job running the adaptive games the last 2,000 years. Him and his wife are absolutely amazing. They do a great job of promoting. And so it sounds like people really want to find a solution to this so that men who are now think they're women or women who now think they're men can compete. And so it appears that it's being worked on, it's being worked on. The 2025 CrossFit Games adaptive division will have a transgender division, both men and women. And, that's going to be, I think that's a fantastic place for them to compete. They got the neurodivergent, they got the dwarfs, they got the one arm, they got the one leg, they got the dick works, dick doesn't work, they got the whole shebang. And
the ones with
maybe
F-titties, the one with no F titties.
That would be an amazing, if you want to get viewers, that would be an amazing thing to do. Women who are crippled by their giant tits. Leslie Young, good to see you. So that's that. That's a great movement. J.R. Howell, what's up, buddy?
What's up, man? Just hanging out in the airport,
where are you going?
Miami.
And is your flight delayed?
Only about 4 hours.
Okay, so when do you take off?
11:30.
And it is 9 right now.
Allegedly.
And do you have athletes who are going to be at the TYR Wodapalooza event this weekend?
Yeah, I'll be helping with Brooke, and I'll be coaching Lindsay as well. Lindsay Lane, she's in RX.
Have you ever been the coach of an individual athlete in the elite division?
Yeah, the year Taylor and Jason went, I coached Jason because Jake was competing. Marconi was competing that same year.
Oh, that's cool. Are you nervous at all about doing that with Brooke?
No,
like you feel pressure, like you could say something wrong or fuck it up or not say the right thing or some shit like that? No.
No, I'm nervous because I want her to do well, but I'm not nervous to coach her.
Like you're gonna shit the bed.
Yeah, I mean Jake's there and he's gonna be there and he knows what to do with her and everything. I'm just gonna kind of be there just in case they need anything.
Hey, is Will Morad gonna be there? He was in. It was Will and Jake coached her at the games, and they seem like a terrific duo between the two of them. Like just kind of, as they say in the birthing community, they're really good at holding the space.
Yeah, I think they're like all three pretty good friends. I know Brooke and Will are good friends.
Do you know if he's going to be there?
I don't. I have no idea.
Okay. All right. My little spying on Will Morad and the Will Morad Fitness Project. John Young, good to have you, buddy.
Thank you. Good to be here.
Tomorrow morning, 6 a.m., we will do our picks for Event 1. We won't be doing that today. The last show that we put people in levels was a complete shit show, so I thought we'd try it again. We're going to put people in levels today. But the pick show will be tomorrow at 6 a.m., and then at 6:50, before we break off, Adrian Bosman will be here for 10 minutes. I'm always excited to have Adrian on. I do want to do the one pick, so if everyone could pull out their phone, open up your phone. Look at Bryson's like, where's my phone? And you're going to go to the Heat 1 app. You just one finger down it. You one finger down it like this, and then you type in Heat, and then it should pop up the Heat 1 app, and it'll be right here, just like this.
I gotta update mine. It's been a while.
Same.
I was a little concerned about that, so I opened mine a little bit before the show, and it took me a second to figure this out. But I think you have to go to leagues, and then you go to leagues down here at the bottom, and then you go to Heat 1 shot caller, and then everything kind of pops up here. And is starters the name of the first workout?
No, that's just where that's your picks essentially. Like it could be replaced with the word picks.
Okay, so that's for the overall winners.
Yes, correct.
Okay, so when I pick that, I hit that, and then these are the people who voted so far. They think James Sprague will win TYR Wodapalooza, then Jeffrey Adler, then Ricky Garrard, then Austin
For
Hatfield.
event one.
Oh. But I just thought you said that was for the...
If you're on Heat 1 shot caller, you're calling the events. Heat 1 top 10 is what you think is going to happen in the whole competition.
Okay, so I guess I don't know how to do that. Oh, okay, because it says 1 up there. That means I'm event 1.
Yes.
Okay. So I'm gonna go in. I'm gonna go in male right now. I'm gonna pick male. That's the one. It has step ups in it. Everyone's picking James. I'm gonna go ahead and pick Ricky, and then for the females, everyone's picking Emily because she won the step up at the games.
Oh man, she's a great runner and she's a good biker. She's got all three things.
Okay,
Yeah,
I'm gonna pick
she's good
Tia.
at everything.
I'm gonna pick Tia.
What is FLX?
How come I don't see Tia?
Flex. That means you can pick a guy or a girl. Tia's not competing.
Oh, okay. I'll pick Alexis Raptis. And then for flex, what's that, like a second pick?
Yeah, it can be a guy or a girl. You can anybody who's competing.
Okay, and I'm gonna flex on James Sprague.
Wait, who was your male pick if you picked James Sprague as your flex?
He picked Ricky.
Ricky.
Oh, okay. That's a good one.
Ricky was gonna win that event if he didn't get injured, right? The step up event.
He was not in the running.
No. Savon's talking about Chad.
Yeah, he wasn't in the running.
Oh, yes,
okay.
he
I
was.
see what you're
Oh,
saying.
yes, he was.
No, he wasn't.
He was winning it when he got hurt.
No, he wasn't.
Okay, I believe you. I tried. All right. What are you laughing at, Caleb? Caleb, did you see the picture I sent to the group with the saggy titties?
Yeah, I saw it. I took note.
All right. Just checking, just seeing if I could change your opinion.
I don't know if you can consider those saggy, but
Well, we'll do that tomorrow. We'll
all right.
we'll discuss. We'll have a vote.
Table that for later.
There are. Can we bring up the list of athletes? We'll do the boys first. And John, I want to be very clear on this, and Bryson and JR, very clear. I want to put these people in tiers, 3 tiers and 3 tiers only.
Ooh.
Okay.
Okay.
Not
Got it.
based on who they're competing with at this event, but just overall in the CrossFit world. You get what I'm saying?
Okay.
As if they were in the CrossFit Games.
As if Tia's here, and
okay.
you know what I mean?
Everybody.
As-
in the
So
tier.
if there's 3 tiers, there could potentially be no one in the top tier.
I
based
guess
off
so.
What you're saying.
I guess so.
we
I
should
guess
we
so.
should discuss what the tiers are.
That's what this show is.
Where's the leaderboard for this bullshit?
Oh, I sent you a link.
There is
I-
no
oh,
leaderboard. It's just
I
a list of names. Unless
I said-
fucking
I'll send you the. I sent you a link in email. Here, I'll post it in the chat.
got it.
Okay.
Comp
Individual
corner
athletes.
would be the only thing.
This
I
is
could think
dude,
of.
this is one thing. If you're running like an off-season CrossFit competition that's not part of the game season, make it so easy to find a leaderboard and find the list of athletes who are competing, and so many more people will be interested. I can never find the Wodapalooza leaderboard every single year, and it just makes me not care.
They don't
Hey,
have
God-
like it's a comp corner, but it's like buried, and then it
Yeah.
takes forever to update.
Dude, God bless Brian Spin.
Literally,
Yep.
dude.
Yeah,
It
no,
takes
like no
longer-
joke.
It takes me longer than typing in the name of your competition to find your fucking bullshit. You suck.
Yeah, it is truly it's truly incredible. There's 2 things. Let me go back a little bit and do a little more editorial. There's 2 things.
Sorry.
Imagine this space without Spin. Just imagine like if he's like fucking, I'm gonna retire. He makes a good living. He's got a beautiful family. He homeschools his kids. Imagine if he's like, fucking, I'm done with this, and he left. We'd be screwed. And I just want to point out anything to any of the athletes, CrossFit Games athletes who are listening right now. You should view CrossFit as something that you are going to leverage to gain things from. So think of CrossFit as your wife. How do you treat your wife? You rub her back at night. When you see her get up to take out the trash, you go fucking take the trash out. You make sure when you wash her clothes, you don't wash it with your dirty underwear that has skid marks on it. Like, you go out of your way to treat it well, because you're trying to get a lot of years out of her. You're trying to love out of her. You're trying to get the best out of her. You are so lucky you have this entity called CrossFit Games that you can leverage. So be nice to it. Love on it. Learn to leverage it. Okay, is that resonating with you guys? Yeah, just leverage it. Treat it like you would treat anything you want to leverage. Your car. You see the check engine light go on, you take it in. Okay, we're gonna put these guys in tiers. We'll go through the names. We'll start with the boys, and we'll just start fighting it out. Here we go. Jeffrey Adler,
Tier 1.
Yeah. Is he competing?
We
Why-
don't
why is-
know.
Okay. Is that why there's an asterisk?
No, the asterisk is for games athlete.
Oh.
Has
great
been to the games.
great question, Bryson. And how I did hear that rumor on Spin today. What did you get any more insight off air from Spin?
No, I mean, and he doesn't have any more insight either. And there's like 3 different people have said that he's not competing individual, but he will be competing in teams.
So that means he's not injured.
It could just mean he's like dealing with not injured, but like there's a movement pattern in individual that's going to stress something out that he's kind of hurt and dealing with. You know, that's the only thing I can think of.
I called this on Spin like last week or the week before, didn't I?
Pass that through Scott Vandersloot, please.
Yeah, sorry.
Why did you call it? What did you see in his performance that concerned you?
I said that him and Pat were going to drop out because they looked at the registration and declared it a super spreader event and weren't going to show up.
Oh, right. Okay, I heard that. That was great.
I just think
That
he's
was a
scared.
great
I
comment.
just think he's scared of Austin.
Oh, that's a
Hatfield.
good one too.
JR, working with athletes, I'm not buying what John is saying. I'm thinking if he's injured, he pulls out of both.
I mean, contractual obligations aside, like if he has to compete at certain competitions, and it doesn't matter if it's individual or team, I think as a competitor, especially in this field, if he doesn't feel healthy enough to win, I wouldn't expect him to try to compete.
Can I ask
Here,
why say you were going to compete in the first place?
Is he not competing?
We don't, it's a rumor. But I'm saying, why say you're going to and then not? Like if you know you're dealing with something, then just say I'm not doing it. I'm doing team. That's it.
What
You know
kind
what I
of
mean? Like
rumor
he
is
signed
this?
up for an individual. Like why even sign up for individual saying I'm going to do this if you have that, if you're going to make that decision?
I mean, I would think if he's going to do one, he's going to do both. So
Yeah, but not everybody does. Dallon's doing team. He's not doing individual. Why not just do that? If you're
But not
contractually
because-
obligated, why would you not just do that?
But
I'm
not
just saying
because he's injured.
if he signed up for both, I would expect him to do
Right.
both or none at all if he's injured.
Oh,
Or why
okay, I
not
got
sign?
yours.
Or why not sign up for both? Let me take the other side of that, John. Why not sign up for both, and then have the option until the last minute?
I mean, that's just. I mean, I don't think that's a way to make fans.
All right.
Like people want to see you compete. It's like if people buy tickets to go see LeBron James and he doesn't tell anybody he's not playing until last minute, like that destroys that kid's dreams. And I know there's like less kids' dreams in CrossFit, but people are coming to see Jeff Adler and then he just last second, oh, I'm not doing it. It's kind of doing them dirty, is it not?
And you know, it's funny you say that. I was asking someone the other day why the NBA following has dropped, viewership has dropped 50%. And the person suggested to me is that the new players get some sort of vacation days and they don't announce beforehand what days they're going to take. So people will go see a team that they love coming from out of town, and the players they want to see won't even be playing. I don't know if that's true or not, but someone was trying to explain that to me the other day.
I this might be a hot take, but I think that John saying that Jeff is scared of Austin Hatfield, I don't know if he was saying that like joking wise or not, but I could honestly see it because Jeff is so concerned with things that only fans should be concerned about. Like Tia's not going to the games like, oh, I need to make sure I win this year because then it'll be my 7th title and then I'll just further solidify myself as like the fittest in history. She's just worried about winning in the moment. She's worried about doing what she can do in the moment to win. That's all she cares about. But Jeff is, he's worried about Austin beating him here at Wodapalooza, so he's going to pull out. He didn't do well in the first event at the games last year, so he pulled out. In that documentary of 2020 when there was only 5 people at the ranch, he's on camera like, guys, I don't care if it's me, but someone has to beat Matt. We can't let him win every event, like all whining. It's like, dude, only fans care about that stuff. You should not care about that stuff when you're out there on the floor. So I just think I wouldn't be surprised if he was pulling out because he saw the workouts and he's like, oh, Austin's going to beat me.
Wow, that's a real hot take, but with a lot of backing.
Yeah, that was very eloquently put, Bryson. You're getting better at this.
Okay, we will. Are you? Is the Spincast going doing a side commentary of Brian Friend's stream tomorrow?
I believe so. I'm not so sure on the first one because I can't be there on the first event, but we are going to try to do a Spincast. Yeah.
Okay, so we'll know at 7 a.m. Tune in to the Spincast at 7 a.m. They'll be commentating Wodapalooza, and I'll remind you tomorrow, and we'll find out. Okay, Adler, tier 1. No one disagrees. Tanner Balaz,
tier 3.
Okay,
3.
Nicholas Bendon,
3.
Okay, Nicholas. William Bennett,
3.
Do I know that? Do I know him, William Bennett?
I don't think so.
Okay. All these dudes how did these dudes get here? They had to go through a qualifier?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Trayvon Benton, do I know him?
He's done well in events before, but events not necessarily overall.
He does well at Wodapalooza, or he at least always goes to Wodapalooza, right?
He does. He always goes to Wodapalooza.
Yeah.
He's very strong. I actually think he'll have a very good weekend for himself, but a very good weekend for him is 16th place.
Oh, this guy was at the West Coast Classic. And this guy was at the West Coast Classic. Who's his coach?
I don't know.
I spoke to this dude. Who's this guy's coach? He trained with someone who's really good, or his coach had someone who was really good, I think, who qualified. All right. Anyway, okay. Who is it?
It says you love scaring.
It's Abby
Doman's
coach. Abby Doman's coach.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, he was strong. Alex Carone.
Tier 2.
Okay, so I just want to bring this up about Carone. There's going to be a bunch of guys I'm going to have the same spiel about. I think Carone, Yonakoski, Jack Farlow, we have no fucking idea who's going to show up. And I'm going to throw Alex Carone in that pile too.
He's pretty hit or miss kind of a guy.
Yeah. Kaike Cerveni from South America.
The top of tier 3.
That's exactly what I was going to say.
He's been to the games.
Yeah, but he's been in the games because he lives in Brazil.
Okay. And a very strong guy, good CrossFitter, but seems to show no athletic prowess.
You talking about the zigzag run video?
Yeah.
We should bring that back up. That video is amazing.
It's like watching two Redwoods run. Luka Jukic.
Tier 2.
Better than Carone?
Same tier athlete.
Enola Kai.
Tier 2.
Okay. One more pep talk here, boys. Okay, you ready? We are approaching in 2025 or 26, the 4th generation of CrossFit Games athletes. We had OPT and Kalipa.
Spieler.
Spieler. And then we went through I'll use the men, and maybe I'll use some women here at the end. And then we went through a 2nd generation of athletes, Rich and Scott.
Graham Holmberg, Matt Chan.
I would say that maybe they were still first.
Scott Panchik.
Okay. And in the second generation, I would say, Froning, Panchik. And then we went through a third generation, Fraser, Vellner.
Ben Smith.
I throw Ben Smith back down in 2, the second generation. And I think we're approaching a fourth generation. We're going to have a bunch of new guys, new people. It's going to happen very quickly. We're seeing people drop off like flies. I have an argument that Enola Kai might be tier 1 fourth generation athlete.
No.
All right.
He moves like
Oh.
shit. He moves like shit. He'll never
Tier-
be in tier 1.
Tier 1 for me, I'm gonna say is like perennial top 10.
This is Cervini. God, he's big, dude.
Yeah. Gosh, his upper body is so big compared to his lower body. He just looks like a guy that never does leg day.
Oh my! Did he almost fall?
Yeah, he's not.
Twice, 3 times.
This isn't the greatest. But listen, he's ready for everything.
Is he though?
That's what his thing says, Caleb.
I know.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
So you're putting Enola Kai in tier 2.
Yeah, and I'm not as bent on him as Bryson is. I mean, I think he can improve and potentially be top 10. I don't think that's out of his potential. I don't think it's likely, but I don't think it's out of his potential. He would have to improve a lot, but I would say tier 2 for the time being.
Okay. Really quick here, Mr. Howell. How's Hopper doing? Don't give us your bullshit, JR, that you don't coach him. I ad-libbed a little bit there, JR. We all know he cleans the toilets at Crash in lieu of coaching fees.
Anthony, I'll feed you whatever I want. First of all, no, yeah, Jason's doing great. I mean, I really, I'm not like as involved as I was like with Jake with his programming stuff so far since the games. Like I'd say 2, 3, maybe 4 days a week, I'll write him a workout or so. But I mean, he's pretty dialed in with just his stuff that he's doing. And I know he's looking forward to reps ahead tomorrow night against Dallin. That'll be cool to see them after the guys get done. But no, he's doing great. I mean, I see him every day training. But
and Hiller will be hosting that, the no reps. They're going to do both, huh? They're going to compete on day 1 and do no reps.
No, they're doing
not
reps
competing.
ahead, and then they're doing team. Both of them are doing team.
And team
Okay.
is just Saturday, Sunday, so they'll have a day in between too.
JR, are you saying, I'm reading through the lines here, or between the lines, but are you saying that since Mr. Hopper has moved from training at HWPO to Brute, that you've taken a little space from him?
Yeah. I mean, I basically just told him, hey, I'm available to do whatever you need me to do as often as you need, and Coach L needs me to do it. And so, like, he'll text me and say, hey, I need a workout today with thrusters and muscle ups, and I'll send him a workout with thrusters and muscle ups, and he'll do it. So it's one of those things. It's not as every single day entering something in an app or anything like that.
Okay. Jack Farlow, I was going to call him Sam Quant 2.0, but that's too much of a compliment. Love Jack Farlow. Great guy.
I don't think he's Sam Quant at all.
I don't. Yeah.
Yeah, it was too much of a compliment. Sam Quant, I realize, is in a different league. But Jack Farlow, complete unknown also, right? We keep expecting.
I wouldn't consider him an unknown.
But not unknown as in personality, but his performance is unknown. We don't know which Jack Farlow is going to show up. He shit the bed at the semifinals. I mean, that was not Jack Farlow. Like we were expecting. We were 2 years ago. I think he made it to the games, and last year we expected him to make it to the games and show up in even better shape. I get
the Sam Quant comparison now.
So we were thinking he would be like on the Cole Gray Shaver plan, right? Cole's getting better every year. We're 1 year away from talking about Cole pretty consistently. If he makes the improvement that he made from year 1 to year 2 at the games, but Farlow, we don't know who's going to show up. I'd throw him in there with Yanikoski and who is the other one in Corone.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what was going on with semifinals. He was not good. He was, but I have to think that something like he was sick or something, because events that he should have done good in that are not fitness based, he didn't do good in those either. And Jack's not the most aerobic athlete. He's trying to be, but he's not the most aerobic athlete, and he's very, very strong. And he didn't do good in anything in semifinals. Semifinal was a different person than I've ever seen from
Was
Jack.
that the last time we saw him?
I think so. Yes. I think Jack's gonna have a good weekend. I don't know like placement wise, it's not gonna be top 5, but I think there's gonna be multiple events where he stands out, not just a lifting event.
You think he's going to make it to the games this year?
No.
Okay, TBD. JR, if you could weigh in here, Jack had, arguably one of the most mysterious and best coaches around, Emma Lawson's coach, and now he's not coaching them anymore. Thoughts on how that might affect Jack, and do we have any idea where he's gone for his programming?
I don't have any idea. I think initially it was probably a big surprise for both of them, and I guess maybe for Erica too, because I think she was being coached remotely by
Folo.
Josh. Right. But what's really, really interesting is, John can correct me if I'm wrong, and I know the programming really suited him, but it was this weekend last year that everyone looked at Jack and said he's about to make the biggest jump of his career because he went to Wodapalooza and did amazingly. He's really, really good at certain things, like legless rope climb workouts. Obviously, he's really, really strong. I still think he would be a top 3 pick for the complex this weekend for the lifting event. But no, I think like just looking down the leaderboard for someone like Jack, I think this is a huge weekend to show everybody like, hey, I'm still really, really fit and I'm still going to be around when you talk about game spots this season. Or like, is he finish a little lower on the leaderboard?
The only reason why it's not even his placement last year in Wodapalooza, it was the run, row, swim workout, I believe. And maybe he's just a good swimmer and we didn't know about it, but he was like 7th or 8th or something in that. And that workout alone, like I thought, oh wow, he's gotten aerobic capacity now that he can compete with the top guys. We know he's strong. He's going to take the leap because of that and that alone. And then in semifinals, there was no capacity to be had in any facet. So it's funny that you brought that up because that is 100% true why everybody thought was on the Jack Farlow train. The only reason I don't think he'll make the games this year is just because it's so much tighter than it was last year. You're already down. He's not going to make it online. He's not one of those people. So you're already down 11 spots or 12 spots, however many it is. And then top 2 is really hard, man. It's really hard to do that.
Yeah, I think though. I mean, me and Bryson did it. Sorry to interrupt you, Sevon. Me and Bryson did it with Taylor and with you, John, when we went through and we kind of made picks for the women. And we did the week before with the men, where we kind of made some predictions. And I still think that like we'll know the Mayhem roster, or at least some of it here pretty soon. I think they're making athlete announcements on their Instagram right now. And then we know that a lot of the heavy hitters are still going to make it online with those 11 spots. I still think someone like Jack could go to, because he'd be in the East, right? So could go to Syndicate or something like that and take one of those 2 spots depending on the program.
See, I think Mayhem's going to be a bloodbath. I think Mayhem is going to be like the people that are signing up for Mayhem and how they're going to go about it. Like you already have Roman, Dallin, and Hopper. I know if they invite Austin after this, that he's going to go to that. Like there's just going to be so many heavy hitters at Mayhem that just take 2 spots. And the 2 people that don't, like those people are going to go to Syndicate.
We know 2 of the heavy hitters are going to take them though. It's not just going to be someone we don't know.
Right. But say it's Roman and Dallin. Hopper's going to Syndicate. Right. And then there's going
or qualifying online.
Right. But like I just think it would be an uphill battle. Like I would be surprised if he did, is all I'm saying.
You're saying he's gonna have to go to a semifinal where he gets home runs, like 2 or 3 home runs.
Yeah, I think he's gonna have to get lucky with the programming, and it would still be an uphill battle unless he like finds one that nobody goes to. And like you know what I'm saying? And if he does that, good for him. But like if he goes to Asia or Australia and nobody's there, then obviously maybe his fitness can prevail then. But I just think it's gonna be really, really hard with Syndicate and Mayhem. And I mean, honestly, NorCal is going to be a mosh pit of talent too.
Yeah, it sounds like
And the fitness experience is not allowed to.
Is it Mayhem online and then Syndicate?
It's Mayhem, the Spain one, the one in Spain, Magao.
Right, but just ones that someone in the East would realistically go to.
Oh, just Mayhem, and then it's online. and then you have
And then
Syndicate.
Syndicate.
Anybody can do NorCal. Anybody can do Australia. And I'm pretty sure, correct me if I'm wrong, anybody can do Asia. After that, Asia's relegated.
No, I think you're right.
Africa's relegated.
UAE and Africa, right?
Anybody can do Australia. Anybody can do Asia. Syndicate, Mayhem.
Anybody can do Asia. Is that true?
Yeah.
After that, that's it. That's it. And then there's NorCal.
Yeah, but so someone like Hopper, like you said, he would qualify online before Syndicate.
I don't think that's a given.
So there'll be no chumps at the games this year except from Africa?
Yeah, man. Oh, Brazil. But I guess like if you say Guy's not a chump, I would put him in the chumpish category. But
he has to make it to.
Yeah.
Sevy's drugs are kicking in. I do want to say this about real quick, just about the Mayhem thing. Hopper is better this year, and Roman has backslid. So don't forget that when you got Dallin and Roman in there for first place, it could be a whole nother show. But remember,
I'm just using
Roman won't be as good as last year, and Hopper will be better. Okay,
you could throw Hopper and Dallin in there and fine, but then it's Roman at Syndicate. You take Jack Farlow over Roman. Like you can put any name you want in there. There's going to be a lot more of them. Like I'm not saying Jason's not going to do that, but
okay, just say okay. I think okay, fine, that's good. All right, good. All right. That's cool. Yeah, you were just examples. Okay. Jack Farlow, where would you take him?
Tier 2.
Tier 2, Jack Farlow. Been to the games. You got Cerveni in 3 and Jack Farlow in 2. Moritz Fiebig,
Tier 2.
Been to the games a bunch of times. Great attitude, strong European competitor. Always surprising people. Did pull out last year with some mental challenges after Lazar Djukic's death. You got him in tier 2, huh?
I say tier 3.
No, Moritz is tier 2.
No, dude. You only think that he's tier 2 because he's European.
I'm not Brian Friend, Bryson.
Yeah, I'm not saying you like Europeans more. I'm just saying you're used to seeing him compete against Europeans and not against people like Dallin. And
yeah, he's never. Yeah, but those are tier 1 athletes. Tier 2 to me is that you can make the games. Your games fit, and I think these games fit.
JR tiebreaker.
Tier 2.
Great. If I was Pedro, I would give you points though, Mr. Del Monte. Definitely points.
This should be a point show then.
That was some good facts and some good dirt slinging. That was pretty good. Dogo Freitas.
Tier 3.
Dogo Freitas.
There's no way. I mean, how could you not, right? You can't call him Dogo. Dogo. Dogo Freitas, tier 3. Where's he from? I never heard that name.
South America.
Do they have the Mexican division this year at Wodapalooza? Last year they just had one. They do? Just for okay.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure LATAM. I'm pretty sure Elite and LATAM are all going together on event 1. So they're doing a heat of 60.
Ugh.
Wow. Okay. Ricky Gayrard.
Tier 1.
Would love to see Mr. Del Monte argue that one. Ricky Gervais. Josh Gervais.
Tier 3.
Do I know who that is?
It's Ricky Gervais's brother.
Are these anyone's I've seen on Kill Taylor or at Crash or at semifinals?
No.
Josh Gervais, I think he might have been in semifinals one year. Let me effort that. The name is familiar, but
Lago Giraldes.
Tier 3.
Are these foreigners?
Yeah, I wonder if he's competing or not. I know he had a tie with TTT back in the day. I remember him being on one of CTP's videos, but I think he's from somewhere in South America, and I think he's like 6'6", 6'7".
Oh my God!
That's that guy. Yeah, I know that guy.
So he would be somebody. You know, one of the hot topics has been about the jump ropes. It'd be interesting to see if it affects him if he's there.
What's the deal with the jump ropes?
I think they are only going to have 3 different sizes to choose from, and you know, if your height isn't ideal for one of those 3 sizes, you just got to make it work. So.
Oh, and you're saying that you could make ropes shorter, but you can't make ropes longer. Oh, he is huge.
Correct.
But all the ropes are too big anyway, right?
Yeah, I want to say like 108 inches maybe is the longest one.
Yeah, that's
which
massive.
Isn't crazy long. Like, Jason uses the 100-inch cable for Rogue. So, I mean, he's like 6'1". So we're talking about someone 5 or 6 inches taller. So
Why not give all the athletes ropes the night before, and then they can just do whatever the fuck they want to them?
I don't think it's – I think it's a matter of logistics. I'm pretty sure that every division, like in some capacity, are using these ropes, and there's like 1,200 competitors. Like they're going to be using the same ropes throughout a lot of different stages. So it's reasonable that – they can't just give one to every single person.
Well, how about just the elite?
Yeah.
Right? I mean, how many elite athletes are there?
86.
Yeah, give each athlete their 2 ropes in case they fuck one up. Take it back to your room. Resize it. Work with it. How important it is to use your own rope? How much could that affect a change of place or a change in someone? By not having I guess they know this is a sponsor, so they've had time to go out and buy these ropes.
Yeah, I mean, I think they've been on the sponsor list for a while now.
Okay, so it's on the athletes. If you can't use that as an excuse.
Yeah, I think it'll be fine. I mean, it seems like all this. I mean, we don't even know if that guy's going to compete. I feel like there's a lot of people on this list who may not even be competing.
Why do you say that?
Because there are always people that can't travel or show up at the last minute.
Oh, okay. All right.
You think because of Trump's new laws or anything that people aren't going to be able to get into the United States?
No, I think a lot goes legit.
Okay.
I don't think any of them run across the border. But great question, Caleb.
Hey, sometimes you got to swim there.
Yeah. Austin Hatfield, John's boyfriend.
Not ironically, his name means lake in Spanish.
Oh. Good swimmer.
Boom. Swimmer.
Austin Hatfield.
And Geraldus means get over.
That'd be amazing if that were true. Wow.
Well done, John.
Thank you.
That was good.
Austin Hatfield.
He's tier 1 for me.
Yeah, I think one's fair.
We all just saying that because John's just been sucking him off this whole time.
How did you do last year at the games? Where did he place?
10th place.
That's good. Joshua Hong.
Tier
3.
Tier 1 name.
Yeah, that is a tier 1 name.
Yeah,
the name was what threw me off. That's why I hesitated.
Josh Hung.
Tom King Dong.
Tier 3.
Tier 1.
Tier
Sure.
3.
Tom King Dong.
These people. Tom King did. Yonakoski, another one. Like, man, who is gonna show up?
Yeah,
I think he's still
He's
tier
1. I think he's tier 1 too, but who's going to show up? He's young still, guys. He's not. I don't even think Yonakoski's 30.
Yeah, he started when
He's got it.
Yeah, but what happened at semifinals was the only time that it's not like that's like the last 3 times we've seen him, he's not doing what he's supposed to do. It's like
it's not a track record. It was so out of left field what happened at
I don't think that's true. I don't think
John,
that's
where's
true.
that
It is
argument
true.
for Pat?
Say again.
Where's that argument for Pat then?
What do you mean?
You're saying we can't base it off of one semifinals performance, so you're basing Pat's off of a performance at Rogue.
What do you mean? How am I doing that?
You're basing his decline off of that.
I'm basing it off the games too, brother. Everybody said he was going to podium last year, and I said he was going to be 4th place. He's never going to podium ever again. Pat's done. He's on the decline.
Did you just use a hard R brother with me?
Yeah, you need it. You need it right now.
Jeez, you're talking at me, not even to me.
He reinforced it at Rogue. He's about to reinforce it and not podium again at Wodapalooza unless Jeff pulls out. Then he'll get 3rd place and still say, I'm still got it. Like Pat, and I don't even know if Pat's in the decline. I think people are just getting fitter than him. But I take that back because he's not as fit as he was in 18. No, Pat's in the decline.
Listen, so John, a point in your category, Yonakoski took 6th place. But after all the heavy hitters in 2023, the CrossFit Games, but I feel like prior to that, there were a few years where he was hit and miss, and now we're at miss again.
Yona's always been, would you say hit and miss at the games? Is that what you're referencing?
Or even making it to the games? Hasn't he missed a year or two here and there?
No, that was
some sort of injuries.
Injury though. It wasn't his performance. He's never performed bad when he was out there.
Okay. Do we know anything about him? Is he healthy? Is he good?
He never does good at Rogue. I don't know anything.
1 year at Rogue, he had to pull out after the first event, right?
Yeah, but I'm saying he's never done good at Rogue. Something
Yeah.
always. JR, do you know if he's healthy or not?
Don't.
Holy
No.
shit, JR,
I
is
know-
that real?
know.
What's going on, JR?
I know. I know.
What the fuck is going on, JR?
I know. There's a reason why I've been really, really squirmy and maybe a little bit more humorous than I normally am. I'm a little uncomfortable where I'm sitting.
Can they hear you?
Absolutely.
Okay. Is that
What I was gonna-
some sort of skin treatment, or is that
I do
mental
not-
illness?
I
That's
do
a
not
late
know.
night face mask. That's a
Dude,
late night face mask.
That looks
That's a
like a
4-hour
scary
layover.
movie.
That's a
What the
4-hour
fuck is-
labor.
Have you seen House of Wax, JR?
I have.
Can I pull it up, JR?
Gives me those vibes.
Yeah, you got to pull that up, and we got to figure out we
I
need
was-
the women in the chat to chime in and find. That's got to be some sort of skin treatment.
Yeah, do that. I was gonna ask my wife, should I be worried? I was gonna text her and say, should I be worried?
This is scary, dude.
How many feet away from you is this, JR? 10? Less? More?
30.
Oh,
Right.
okay.
I mean, it's my line of sight. It's right over my computer.
Wow, that's impressive.
Any-
Okay,
Are any females weighing in? Because I want to know what's going on here.
guys, we're taking a break here to talk to the chat a little bit. If people could jump in. Here's Pedro. Mudviler says Yoni is ready and win a couple of events
Yeah,
at
it's
this.
because
Right?
Adrian and Yona are boys. Like they're good friends. Adrian also said he was prepared to win the games one day, and he's not.
Yeah, I told everyone Taylor was going to win the East at semifinals last year. So,
But Mudviler is an honest dude. He tells it how it is. That's a disposable face mask. What kind of face mask? What do you mean it's a mask? What kind of mask? You mean like for like skincare or for like to stop?
Skincare. It's exfoliating, you know?
I'm gonna go to the bathroom while y'all are analyzing that. Is that okay?
Okay, yeah, please. Oh, it's a Korean skin mask for skincare. Okay.
Okay.
we should
Why don't
ask
you do that in the airport?
Alexis Hiller.
Remember when airports used to be cool and everybody dressed up real nice and traveled well? Now everybody just comes in their pajamas and looks like pieces of shit.
I actually thought that. Yeah. All right. Thank you. That was a great little break right there. Okay, back to the list here. So Yonakoski, I think we're all. I think we agree, regardless of who's showing up. He's tier 1, but we're getting information from Mudviler that he's good to go. Alexis Katulis.
3.
Alex.
Thank you. Yeah.
He's borderline 2-3 for me. Like he's made the games. I think he's probably still tier 2.
All right. We'll circle back and ask John, but I'm going to put him in tier 2. I didn't like the way John talked about this next guy on the show, on the Spincast, Max Krieg. Max is legit.
I was going to put Max in the bottom of tier 2.
He
Max
used to be a
is
mill guy,
legit.
so I'm gonna suck him off because he was a mill guy.
Are you okay with him in tier 2,
Whoa.
Jer?
You were in the
I think
military, Caleb?
Yeah, if you didn't know,
That's crazy.
hey, just so you guys know, I serve the people of the United States of America.
Dude.
You're
Sending
fucking
my love.
welcome.
Sending my love, bro.
You're
Sending my
you're
love.
welcome for my service.
Okay. Alex, tier 2. Max Krieg, tier 2. Harry Lightfoot, I didn't like the way he was being treated either. I think that's a tier 1 guy.
Tier 1.
Yeah.
Mm,
I say he's tier 2.
Yeah.
Games
tier
athlete.
2.
he's British.
Fair. Okay. Tier 1. Tier 2. I mean,
What?
fine.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
John, we got Alex in 2, Max Krieg in 2. I don't want to hear shit. I didn't like the way you talked about Max Krieg. You better put some respect on his name. Harry Lightfoot, 2. I think Harry can be in 1.
I would put all 3 of those guys in 3.
No shit. Are you crazy?
I wanted to put Alex in 3, but I put Max in the bottom of 2.
2 is games material.
Okay.
And you can put Harry Lightfoot's the only one that has an argument just because he's been there. But I would like him to make it more than once to prove it's not a fluke.
But if we're talking about just them ranking against everybody else in the world, we're not talking about Wodapalooza. We're just talking about everyone in the world, how fit they are. Then where you're from plays a huge factor in being
And
games
if you
material.
make it. No. Correct. That's why I said I'd put him in 3. I'm saying he's the only one who has an argument.
Okay,
I
so
think
are
Max
you okay with
Fried
that,
is fitter than
JR?
Harry Lightfoot.
I'm moving Alex Catullus out of tier 2 and Max Krieg out of tier 2, moving to tier 3. Now we're at Harry Lightfoot. Are you cool with that, JR?
Yeah, I'm cool with that.
And Harry Lightfoot, where would we stick him?
I would put him in 3.
If he makes it again this year, you put him in 2.
I mean, there's a consistency factor with it. I would.
Or do we know what place? Let me see what place he took in the games this year. I know it doesn't mean much to some of you. Where's my at CrossFit Games leaderboard page? What year was last year? 2024.
Yeah, that is
2024 games, CrossFit Games, individual men. James won.
21st.
Quant took 6th. What do you think he took?
He was 21st.
Oh, you're right. Oh yeah, okay, tier 3.
But like he beat Corone, he beat Cole Sager, he beat Jack Rosema.
So do you want to move Corone down to tier 3?
Like you're saying, you think Max Krieg is fitter than him? I think Jack Rosema is fitter than Max Krieg.
Me too.
Okay, I think Jack Rosema is tier 2.
But what I'm saying is, you think Max is fitter than Harry Lightfoot? Harry Lightfoot beat Jack Rosema.
Who said that?
This game's the past
At
year?
this games, and I know it's like a rough data point, but it is a data point still.
Dude,
Do we need
you
to
don't
move
even
Corone down?
think James is the fittest man on earth.
I said it's a rough data point.
All right, so Harry Lightfoot should be in 3 and Max Krieg should be in 2.
I think they all should be in 3. But
I think they all of them being in 3 is the closest thing that we'll get to agreeing.
Okay, so what about? Let me go back to Alex Corone. Do you want to move Corone down to 3?
no, Corone's 2.
Hmm.
He's just on the decline.
Yeah, I think if I think you're gonna have to put him in 3, buddy. He. Let me tell you who beat him at the games. Harry Lightfoot, Calum, Chris Ibarra,
We
Enola
beat him
Kai,
2 years before that.
Cold Crazy. Okay, all right. We'll keep him on there. So Harry Lightfoot, tier 3. Sorry, Harry. Okay. Miko Orgman.
3.
3. Okay, Miko.
What did you say his last name was?
Orgman or something.
Lily.
Guy Malheros.
Tier 2.
Any pushback from anyone?
A6. A26.
You okay, JR?
26, tier 26 from JR.
Yeah, my flight gate just got changed, and have PTSD that it's just going to get delayed again or canceled.
Let me just check with all you guys here. You're saying that Guy Malheros, that Yonakoski, Austin Hatfield, Ricky Garrard, and Jeff Adler are better than Guy Malheros.
Yes.
Okay. Federic Marad. Federico.
3.
So anyone whose name I can't say is tier 3.
Pretty much.
Pedro Martins.
3.
Where are these guys coming from?
The border.
Nick Matthew.
3.
I would
Another
say 2. And I know Bryson's going to argue it, but I would say 2.
Another guy we don't know who's going to show up. Another one.
Correct.
We do know who's going to show up. Nick Matthew, and he just sucks now.
I don't think you can put someone that in the last 3 years has won an event at the CrossFit Games in 3.
I agree. I think just because Nick Matthew didn't do anything at Crash doesn't mean you can put him at 3.
What did he win? The speed, the
Damn,
skills
that was a
medley?
cheap shot. That was passive.
Yeah,
aggressive.
and then he lost to Guy on the sandbag ladder by like what, 1/10 of a second.
No, yes. It was a tie, right? And then they went to the 100th of the second, and he lost by that.
So he just figured out how to do crossover double unders before anyone else figured it out, and he's strong.
And he made it. He had to get there.
Yeah, and he couldn't do it again. He doesn't
got
know how to
there.
stand up all the way.
Okay, so neither does Pat Vellner. You're going to put Pat Vellner in 2 because he doesn't stand up all the way?
I'd like to.
Well, then you'd be wrong. Get over your high horse. He moves like he moves. He's fitter than Taylor is. He can make the games, and Taylor can't.
Wow,
Hey, John,
character
Nick
assassination.
Hey, John, it's get off your high horse.
What did he say? What did he say?
Get over
Fuck.
your high horse.
Fuck your high horse.
Get
Nick Matthew isn't fit anymore. Nick Matthew, I don't think would be anywhere close to qualifying for the games.
I I don't
Ever
disagree. I don't disagree with you, but what he has done in the past, I think you should give.
You just said that tier 2 was games material.
and he is.
He was.
I will give him tier 2 based on his accomplishments.
Would you put Matt Chan in tier 2?
No.
Right. And Nick Matthews, fucking Matt Chan, just stronger.
Nick Matthews is fucking Matt Chan.
He's the inverse of Matt Chan.
Oh, I misunderstood. I was only half listening. Sorry.
If I think so, like give it another year of him not doing anything, and then I'll be on your side. But I will give him the benefit of a doubt for a year.
Hey, Sevon, you know what show would be cool to do? Do a comps show, and all you do is do the comp. Like you said, there's been 4 generations. You have to comp someone from the first generation to like generation 3 or 4. Like to me, Blair Morrison is Benoit Boulanger, and like Nick Matthew is Matt Chan. Like just comps. Like who is their athlete comp? It'd just be a fun show. It'd be
Would you say Christopher is Nick Forey?
That's a pretty good one.
Wow.
Who would Nick Urankar be?
Rob
Phil
Orlando.
Toon. Phil Toon.
I'll go a generation
Douglas.
down from Nick Urankar. I'll just keep on generation downing it.
Okay, so where are we putting Nick Matthew?
Hey, all the comments agree with me on Nick Matthews, so we can just
these comments are
and
these
ignore
comments
them
are
when they're
biased,
not
man.
agreeing
Like
with me.
that, dude. He was 14th at the games, and then he was 19th at the games, and you're saying he is not tier 2.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
I disagree.
I think Bryson gets to overrule it.
Why?
Yeah, I'm the guest, bro. I've been on the show the least.
Why would he get to overrule it?
Because JR's voting. That's JR's passive way of voting for
I
tier
mean,
3.
listen, JR is
Hey,
the tiebreaker.
it's because I'm not eating waffles right now, John.
I'm not
That's why.
either. I'm done with them, Bryson.
So now, just so you know, now we have let me just play
Bryson
this out.
just hates all strong people. You just got to move real good, and you got to be not strong, and then Bryson will like you.
So now we have at least 2. We have 3 athletes who went to the games in tier 3. Kaiki Cerveni, Harry Lightfoot, Nick Matthew. Let me just check this too. Are you saying that Jack Farlow, Enola Kai, Luka Jukic, Alex Caron, Moritz Feibig, and Guy Malheiros are better than Nick Matthew?
Yes.
I would take all those people above Nick Matthew.
Shit. He just gave you some love there, Bryson.
Nick Matthew is the bottom of tier 2, knocking on the door of tier 3.
Okay. Well, you got outvoted there. Sorry. Travis Mayer. Nick Matthew, tier 3. Tier 2 for Travis Mayer?
Has he ever been top 10 at the game, Sevon? Ever?
No, but he's well, let me just say this real quick. Let's go back to Nick Matthew. Didn't you just say, JR, that Nick Matthew has won 3 individual events at the games?
He's won 1 and almost won 2.
Travis Mayer, really tier 2, huh? You think Jack Farlow, he belongs with Jack Farlow, Enola Kai, Luka Jukic, Alex Caron, Moritz Feibig, and Guy Malheiros?
Yeah, I mean, he's on the upper end of tier 2, but yeah, he's not.
You think he's games material right now?
Yes. I think he could still make the games, yeah.
Who, Mayer? Travis Mayer?
Yeah.
You're going to argue Travis Mayer for tier 3?
I was getting ready to do it.
Hey, he was.
I know. I was actually.
He was 13th last year.
I was really surprised because I thought we were about to argue over whether he's 2 or 3, and then when Sevon was surprised you weren't putting him in 1, I was like, "Oh no, I'll take John's back on this. He's going in 2."
Hey, JR, what's going on? When they move gates, did they change your time?
Only by like 90 minutes.
Later?
Correct.
Holy shit, we can go all night. Ladies and gentlemen, marathon show with JR Howell. Okay. Marcus, so Travis is in tier 2. Marcus, this is tier 3, right? I can't say his name.
I don't think Travis Mayer is games material, though. I don't think he'll ever make the games again. But that one's not really based in anything we've seen besides just like Instagram videos and shit. Nick Matthew, couldn't even have a good finish at Crash. That was like pretty top heavy. Seriously, I don't even know if Travis is going to make a run for it this year when they're only taking 30. I mean, there's got to be at some point when you're like, fuck, why?
Saxon Panchik.
Tier 2.
Yeah.
Is he the best guy in tier 2?
Maybe.
No.
Samuel Paquin.
Tier 3.
Sammy. Luke Parker.
Tier 2.
2.
That's your Nick Urankar comp right there.
Okay, I like it. But better, right? He's better. He's better than Nick as a CrossFitter, overall CrossFitter.
I'm thinking about stature. I'm thinking about, yeah. He's more well-rounded for sure.
Rudon Potgeider. I hardly know it.
3.
3. Yeah.
Ruan. That's a crazy name. Brandon Schnipper.
But John, he's been to the games, bro.
Ruan.
So is Kaike, brother.
Hey, I know.
There you go.
I'm ranking these people based on fitness. You're the one who's saying rank 2 is games material.
Yeah, but like usually games material, like on any given year,
Not
games
when they let
material.
That has everything to do with where you live.
No, we agreeing on this. And you're trying to fight me. Like I said, tier 3 on Ruan.
Yeah, well, I need to stay awake, so I need to get my adrenaline up and just.
I know. I need to stop it. I don't know how I got in the habit of doing it. I hate it. I hate it every time I say it too.
No, it's fine. It's very Hulk Hogan of you, and you're Hulk Hogan-esque. Brandon Schipper.
Tier 3. Hey, this guy is the strength specialist on another grid league team, so I'm gonna be going against him. That's
You gonna beat his
So
ass?
3. So 3.
Schipper. Okay. Yeah, all grid athletes are. That just puts you
Tier
in 3.
3 for sure.
James Sprague.
tier.
The number one, the reigning champ, the fittest man on earth.
John's about to say he's number 1 of tier 2.
No, he's tier 1.
Good. Tier 1.
He's tier 1.
Do you really have some issues with that, John?
No, I don't. I said tier 1.
You think he's better than? You think he's better than Guy Malheiros?
I do 100%.
He had that
That's
hot
bad.
take grin on his face. I thought he was about to say something.
No,
Yeah,
he came out
he's
like
tier 1. He's
constipated.
tier 1. I
He's
just had to
better
go
than
through
Guy?
it a little bit.
He's better
Yeah.
than Guy.
100%.
Okay. George Sterner,
3.
another games athlete.
Team.
Oh, really? You get an asterisk even if you went team?
Yeah.
That
Okay.
doesn't count.
We have that doesn't count. We got to talk to Spin about that. Pat Vellner. We have no idea who's going to show up.
I think we know exactly who's going to show up.
Okay.
These nuts.
He's tier 1.
I think Pat's tier 2 now.
Oh, I'll take it. I'll run with it. Tier
Yeah,
2.
you sound like Bryson. He's tier 1, guys.
You think that's ridiculous, JR?
Very.
That's not ridiculous to say that. That's not ridiculous to say.
Listen, I think he was tier 1 for 10 years. And I think something has just left him.
Yep.
Tier 1.
I think Vellner's even a little like Vellner's reached this kind of senior status where he's almost even a little embarrassed to be like he's hanging out with kids now.
Can you read?
And with
who we have in
Fikowski
tier
gone,
2?
it reminds me of the year at the games when Josh had no one there. I think it was Josh.
Yeah, but the difference is
Like
Josh was 33rd place with no one there.
Right, but it was just
The only person talking to him was you.
there becomes a point where you're just it's weird when you go to the arcade. And it shouldn't be like that at the CrossFit Games, but it just is a little bit. It's like when you're 52 and you're still making the behind the scenes. It's just a little weird.
Speaking of which, that will be coming out in the next few weeks.
Okay, let me ask you this. Okay. What if he doesn't finish top 10 this weekend?
He's going to be 4th place, Seba.
Okay, but if he doesn't,
Okay, go ahead.
is he tier 2?
No, he's still tier 1.
Oh, Jesus.
Can-
What's
can
it going
you-
to take? What's it going to take, Jesus, buddy, for you to realize that he's a supernova, dude. He exploded last year. He was a star, and now he's...
It's a respect factor.
Okay. Pat Vellner.
It's
You're welcome.
emotional. That's what you're saying, John.
No, it's emotional
Yes,
for you guys.
yes.
I
No, it's
respect
emotional.
his
No.
resume.
No, it's
Can we just
emotional. for
can we
you.
just
I
read
respect his
everyone in
resume
tier
too.
2?
Tier 2, Jack Farlow, The Future, Enola Kai, Luka Jukic, Alex Caron, Moritz Fiebig, Guy Malheros, Luke Parker, Saxon Panchek, and Travis Mayer. Yeah, put Pat at the top of tier 2.
Those guys are not in the same.
I think if
class.
Saxon's in tier 2, Pat should be in tier 2.
What has Saxon done to say anything with that?
Saxon is in tier 2. Saxon is in tier 2.
He's
What?
what?
That's what I'm saying. So Vellner should be there with Saxon.
No.
Hey, I'm not trying to disrespect Patty. He's been fucking epic forever. But he's waned.
This whole entire tier system is a farce if you do not put Pat Vellner in tier 1.
Wow, that's threatening. You should sign the petition. You're threatening.
Hey guys, don't put me in the petition, guys. Okay, like
I don't know, man. I don't know, man.
Stop it.
Hey, you got
Kinda
JR's
crazy.
vote.
That's what John. You're making decisions based off emotions.
It's not emotion. I'm saying if you
On the
don't,
past, the glory
if
years,
Pat
you're
is
making
not,
decisions
if
on the
Pat is
glory
not
years.
in tier 1, I don't know why I'm here to even have an opinion.
You are, but you're stuck in. You and JR are stuck in the glory years. I understand. Sport has moved on. 4th generation. Okay, but we'll put him in tier 1. He's in tier 1. He's up there. Okay. Let me just ask you one more question. In the tier 1 guys, Jeff Adler, Ricky Garrard, Austin Hatfield, Yanikoski, James Sprague, Pat Vellner. Is Pat the bottom or in the middle or?
Yeah, he's in the basement.
Is he
Maybe
better than
even
Yanikoski?
Maybe even in the closet.
He's better than
Yes.
Yanikoski.
Okay.
After last
That's all I wanted to
weekend,
hear.
probably.
Okay. Connor Volts. Connor Volts. That's got to be tier 3. Don't know who he is. Great last name. John Wood.
Tier 3.
He's a trip.
This
That
guy's
dude's
still
a trip.
alive.
That dude's a trip. That's Jason Carroll 2.0.
Great
Yep.
comp.
Thank you. Woo, from JR. Getting
That
some
is
love.
a good
Good. That was good.
JR
like-
likes this game. This
like
comp
Enrique.
game.
Just like Enrico Zanoni is Jeff Patzer.
Ooh.
Jeff Patzer.
No, oh shit. Oh shit. I was like, I don't know who that is. I knew that is. That guy was a midget, dude.
Or maybe Carcetti.
No.
No, you know who Enrico Sinone is? He's what's that? What's
handsome Italian
Hiller's?
dude?
What's Hiller's butt buddy?
Street
The guy
Horner.
used to bang Katrin.
Street Horner.
Street Horner 2.0.
Ooh.
That's a good one.
Tier 3.
Tier 3. Zanoni. Poor Zanoni. That.
So now the tier 3 that was supposed to be not games material is filled with games athletes. Cool, John. That makes sense.
Well done. Thanks for letting us understand your thought process, John. You were really good at that.
Yeah, and a fucking old cripple is in tier 1.
Tier 1, guys. Tomorrow we'll make our picks. Jeff Adler, Pat Vellner, Ricky Garrard, Austin Hatfield, Yanikoski, James Sprague. Tier 2, Jack Farlow, Enola Kai, Luka Jukic, Alex Caron, Moritz Fiebig, Guy Malheros, Luke Parker, Saxon Panchik, and Travis Mayer. Hey, before we switch to the women, it is going to be fun to see how Luka does and Enola Kai does. And I'm more interested to see how these guys do. Jack, Enola Kai, Luka, Luke Parker, and Saxon. More so, and I guess Austin Hatfield. I'm pretty excited to see how all those guys do.
I think Luke is going to show out.
Luke Parker.
Yeah.
God, that would be awesome. But you probably did. You went to Bible camp with him last week or something, so you're probably
No,
all up in his shit.
I think a lot of the events stack up really good for him.
You guys probably exchange psalms every morning.
You guys are both new dads. New-ish.
I know. Yeah. The Mayhem people, they don't like barbell spin people.
John, you're really a new dad. Luke's not like really a new dad.
We are going on 6 days.
Yeah, John like still has like closed shit around his house. He still has to open and like the baby's gonna be 4 months old and he's like, oh, we have a diaper warmer or some
Just
shit like
think
that.
about
No.
it. You have 18 more years of that.
I would say you're a seasoned dad now, John. 6 days is a while.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's look at the ladies. Is the ladies JR ladies class better or worse than the men?
I would say equal. I think it's pretty well rounded from top to bottom on the men and women. I think there's star power at the top. There's names that are like borderline games people names, and then there's names nobody knows. I For the first time, I can't think of another time in Wodapalooza where the men and women feel equal in talent. Usually the men always outweigh the women by a lot.
Haley Adams, this show is boring tonight.
She asked if she should also get a breast reduction. I'm just going to say no right off the bat, just so.
No, that's a different
clear
Haley
the air
Adams.
there. No, she asked right there.
Oh wait.
No, I
Listen,
lost
no shows are as good as the morning shows. What are you
here
gonna
we
do?
go. Here we go. Never mind. She said,
Oh.
I would never.
That's the Australian Haley.
But that's the real Haley Adams picture. Okay, the women, JR, any thoughts on the women's comp? Is it as competitive as the men's, more so?
It's competitive. I think it's loaded.
Okay, loaded. Okay. Jessica Androsic. Oh, I like her.
Tier 3.
Tier 3?
Yeah.
But I know her name.
Yeah, it's because she can do 50 strict handstand push-ups in like 40 seconds.
Because she's the same size as you, except probably got 50 pounds on you.
This is the female Colton Mertens, right?
That's what she's been called.
Okay. Caitlin Bernardin.
Tier 3.
So can Jessica win an event here?
No. Caitlin Bernardin could.
Sleeper event 1 winner.
Yeah.
No shit.
She won the first event in North America West semifinal. The 800 meter, 5 rounds, 800 meters, 10 clean and jerks, 125.
The one I was at, the one I was at in Carson.
Yeah,
correct. She won that. Pole boy said that she was going to win it. Nobody listened to him, and then she freaking did. And then he said that she was going to win event 3, and she was like 37th place. So, but she can run. She's very aerobic. She can run with the best people. She's a dark horse for event 1.
Lily Burkhead.
Tier 3.
Great name. Lucy Campbell.
This is a hard one. I would probably say tier 3.
Yeah. Especially, like, you have to just remember we're talking about the world.
Mm-hmm. And
Victoria Campos.
Same situation, I think, right?
Tier 3.
2 event wins at 1 games.
Lucy Campbell.
Mm-hmm.
The ski event, the ski swim.
Yeah, I think she won another one.
I can't think of another one besides ski swim. Which one are you?
Was she at the games?
She was only at the game. Was she at the games multiple years or just the one?
I thought she won 2 in 1 year. Maybe she had a second and a first.
What year was she there? She wasn't there last year, right?
It was 2022.
2020. What happened to her in 2023 and 24?
She got hurt like pretty bad on I want to say her shoulder.
I'm looking.
It was only 2022. She was at the games 2022.
I'm all the way down at the bottom. I didn't see her name. Oh, holy shit! There was. Wait, is this the open? Oh, that's the open. I was like, man, I don't see her.
She didn't even do the semifinals in 23 and 24. So I'm pretty positive she got hurt. Multiple things happened.
Was she the girl who set the world record in 20.1?
She took 16th place at the games that year. She won the last event. Wow.
And
the last event, Jackie Pro.
Lucy, that can't be right. Really?
And she won rinse and repeat. Oh, buddy. That might be tier 2.
Broken
Oh
clock.
shit, she has another. She has another.
It's the same Nick Matthews situation, though.
Yeah, it's the same Nick Matthews situation.
13th, 11th, 1st, 19th, 25th, 13th, 26th, and 1st.
I say she's tier 2.
Yeah, no, she's tier 2 for sure. But it's the same Nick Matthews situation, and they were trying to argue tier 3.
I would say 3.
Nick Matthew.
You would put her in tier 3?
Yeah, we're talking about the world and fitness level of everyone competing. I would say tier 3.
All right, but you still got outvoted.
Yeah.
Okay. Luke, Victoria Campos, Ashley Cope.
Tier 3.
Wait, where do we put Victoria Campos?
Tier 3.
Tier 3.
Okay, good.
Is she done? Is her career over?
Who?
Yeah.
Campos?
She might make it another year, but it doesn't matter. She's irrelevant.
Amy Kringle.
3.
Tier 2.
Why do you say 2?
Because I think she's a games level athlete.
JR?
Even if she doesn't make it like this year, I still think in the games she is relevant. She's not 35th place. She makes noise in events. She can handle herself. She belongs at the games, whether she makes
What
it or
place
not.
did she get at the games?
It's 13th or 12th or something like that.
Okay. Tier 2.
Whether I guess okay. This would be a good definition for you since we'll stop having this fight, Bryson, because we keep having it.
No. It's not going to stop it. There's nothing you're going to say that's going to stop the fight.
If you're at the games and it seems like you're not at a place, like you belong, your fitness belongs with everybody else, then I think that's tier 2.
So basically, if you're from Asia, South America, or Africa, you're tier 3.
I mean, that's a good leading candidate for tier 3. Yes.
Amy Kringle is, boy, she's a little out of place.
What do you mean?
I don't know. I mean, do you think of her as a games caliber athlete? Like, you think she's a shooter?
I think of her as out of place, but placement wise, numbers wise, I think John's right. She's tier 2.
Place did she take? She took 13th at the games. Her highest finish was a 5th. The 3rd. She has a 3rd and a 5th.
I think the reason that me and you think of
He
her
got
like
beat
that
by
is just
Claudia Gluck. Sorry, go ahead.
she just came out of nowhere.
I mean, she's been around. She's been around. She just hasn't been good enough.
But she made the breakthrough out of nowhere.
Right, yeah.
She beat
To the next
Gracie
level.
Walton and Abigail Domet. I mean, I know it's the 2024 games, but that's weird. I guess she beat Emma Lawson too. Okay, this is crazy. These rankings are crazy.
I think 2. I think 2 is still fair.
You think she's better than Shelby Neal?
I think they're the same category of athlete, and then it would depend on the programming.
You think she's better than Amy Kringle's better than Sahara Kai?
No, I same thing with Shelby Neal.
yeah.
I would put them in the same category of an athlete.
Who's better, Amy
they're
Kringle or
about-
What?
They're about as different as it gets, too.
Mm-hmm.
As athletes.
What about
different.
Hattie Canyo?
Again, I
think same caliber, but I think Hattie's fitter than all of the other people. But I think they're in the same realm.
Hattie's more of an athlete than Amy is the impression I get.
Yeah,
Just
the
in
bad
way
thing
they
is
move.
like Hattie's best stuff is Amy's best stuff, and Amy's better at that stuff.
All right. Okay. Where were we here? Okay. Amy Kringle. So tier 2.
Yeah.
And she's on the ascent, right? I mean, there's no question. She's on the ascent.
So this is where I will kind of be what like Bryson is being is I don't think she's on the ascent. I don't think she'll make it this year. I do think she's games caliber. If she's in the games, I think she'll be fine. But I think she kind of got lucky with the programming, and I think it's harder than ever to make it. And I just don't see it happening again. Maybe she proves me wrong.
By the ascent is she's been getting fitter every single year. Like I remember when she was nowhere near making it, and then all of a sudden she popped on the scene. She was just a hot girl from the Isle of Man forever.
Sure.
I was like, I got to get her on the podcast because YouTube pays the most money for watchers on the Isle of Man than anywhere in the world. I was like, fuck, got to get her on. I never did. Or did I? I can't remember. But she's on the ascent, meaning she's going to be fitter this year than she was last year. She might not make the games, but she's on the ascent. We haven't seen her backslide. She's getting better.
We have it. Yeah. We have a trend.
I think
Okay.
she'll be fitter. Yeah.
Abigail Domet.
Tier 2.
I think she's at the top of 2.
Yeah, I would agree.
Lydia Fish.
Tier 3.
How old is she?
20.
Okay, so this could be she.
Bottom
if
of
she has,
2.
If she has a great performance, wow, JR.
So she's games caliber.
You
She
fucked
belongs
JR
at the
so
game.
hard here, Bryson. You fucked JR so hard here.
No, I agree with Bryson. I think
Oh.
she's, and that's probably just emotion and bias, but I think she is too.
Hey, that's fine. This is an emotional show. Run with it.
John, do you want to threaten us to leave?
I would say
you
the
want to
top.
threaten us to leave again? You want to threaten us to leave again, John?
No, you were saying Pat Bellner. You were saying Patrick Bellner is not tier 1.
Right.
I would say Lydia Fish is the top of tier 3. If they want to put her in tier 2, that's fine.
Here's the thing. I think they're doing a disservice by putting her in tier 2, and this is why. It's like it's like you're not ready to get your gray belt. You're still a white belt, but they give it to you anyway, and then you got to go to it gives you nowhere to grow. You know what I mean? So I think like if you put her in tier 3, it's like, holy shit, if she does well here, great.
I don't know, because I do think she's at the very bottom of tier 2.
You think she'll win an event here? I mean, she has some remarkable attributes, right? I mean, the bitch knows some. Sorry, the young lady has some grind.
I don't think that
she
she'll
can-
win an event.
No,
She
I
can
don't think she'll be
grind.
close. I think it's going to be a really bad weekend for her.
I think she's
guys,
gonna.
I think you're.
I think
go ahead.
her best work. I think her best workout will be event 3, and I think the dumbbell is too heavy for her to show how good she is at the other stuff.
And
Yeah.
see, I think y'all are hyping her up in a place where she shouldn't be hyped up yet.
I
She's
agree,
good
John.
enough.
And
She's
I
good
want her,
enough.
and I want her to get there. I'm team Lydia. I love Lydia, but she needs to be 20 pounds stronger in everything.
Hey, here's the thing. Here's why she's misleading, because she has a monster heart.
She does.
Like there's no quitting her, and so it can be like misinterpreted as she's better than she. I mean, not. Don't get me wrong, she's amazing, but like she grinds. When you see her crash, you're like, Jesus.
No, Ricky Garrard type of like staying in the ground.
Yes.
She's just not there yet. I want her to be, but she's just not.
Passengers traveling to Baltimore.
Hold on, everyone.
670. If you're looking for flight 2590, that's leaving out of gate A. It's an Alpha 12. Okay, once again, look at your boarding pass. Make sure you have the proper flight number. This
Alpha
flight number is
12.
26.
Hey, can you see the guy talking, JR? Black guy. I just know voices. Big
Really
dude,
cool
big
looking too. Like really cool
Yeah.
looking too. Like with a beard and like he looks
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
looks
Big
like I'll be
dude.
talking to him for the next 3 or 4 hours because I will be.
A
Yeah,
big
he runs
dude-
the terminal.
His outfit's nice on him. Like he looks good. He could pimp in that in his work clothes.
Oh yeah, he has a trench coat on.
Ooh,
Yeah, you could tell.
funny.
Yeah,
That's
he
hilarious.
sounded like who's the guy from The Wire, the gay mobster dude everyone loved.
Oh, it's God, I'm watching this too.
Not Stringer Bell. Who's the gay? The best. He's the best character on The Wire. The gay dude wears a trench coat.
It's not Avon
Come on,
Mark.
somebody.
Omar.
Yeah, it's
Omar.
Omar. Hey, JR, just
You
try
got
it
no
out. Yo,
last name, so-
Omar, I want to see if he answers.
No, thank you.
Okay, Lydia Fish. She's going in 2. Sorry, John. You got the boys. Bethany Flores.
Tier 2.
We do not have a tier 1 honey yet.
What?
We don't have anyone in tier 1.
What are you guys even doing?
I think Bethany Flores should be tier 3.
Wow.
I can agree with that.
Go ahead, Stacey. You're not going to win this one, but I'm
John,
very curious to hear.
you putting her in tier 2 is just an emotional pick, dude, and this is an emotional show. So I just think that she's never going to make the games again. She can't even compete in the events that she does qualify for. So why are we putting her in anything besides the bottom
And
tier?
I bet you she destroys Lydia Fish in Wodapalooza. And you just put Lydia Fish in tier 2.
No, Lydia Fish is beating her.
That's good. Hey, he didn't even flinch. Hey, I do think she's tier 1 too. I'm going to go with tier 1.
Tier 1?
No,
Yes.
she's tier 2.
Dude.
Dude, she stripped the bar at Rogue and did her own workout on
listen,
the floor.
Yeah,
But
she did that
listen-
the year previous and still made the games the next year.
But listen, think of her lineage. Think of where she's been in the game forever. She trained with DBE and who is the girl with the
Carrie
tip? With
Pierce.
Carrie Pierce. She's been around forever. When you say she stripped the bar, she didn't do it because she's a pussy or if she's weak. She's injured. You gave Yona a pass for being injured, but not her. Dude,
Yeah,
she's
because-
legit. She's got a crazy training protocol.
But that's just all history. She doesn't lift heavy in her training ever. Like she just shows up to
I'm
these
surprised
competitions.
you're
and
not all
hopes that the
about her
programming-
because she doesn't lift heavy.
Because she just shows
she
up to these
moves. She
competitions.
moves beautifully, Bryson.
She's
a wonderful mover.
She moves really well.
Tier 1 girl for you.
She moves really well when she's snatching an empty barbell, but she doesn't try to lift heavy, and she shows up to these competitions and hopes that the programming will be good enough for her to not get exposed or for her to not be able to do an event. But then she goes somewhere like Rogue and just straight up can't do something.
If this was Rogue, I would 100% agree with you. It's not Rogue.
But John, we're talking about the fittest people in the world. It's just like how Laura
I
Horvath,
think she is one of the fittest people in the world.
No, but when Laura Horvath has a whole like strict deficit handstand push-ups, it doesn't matter if by the limitations of the test you gave that day, deficit strict handstand push-ups didn't show up. Having a hole that big means you cannot be the fittest person on earth. And just because the programming doesn't have a heavy ass back squat in it doesn't mean that Bethany Flores is now magically so much fitter and has all this more work capacity.
It's an injury though. It's an injury, and we already getting waivers
I don't
on
even
injuries
care about
because of
that.
Yonakowski.
With her limitations, she's still one of the fittest people on the planet.
JR, do you have any inkling that you would consider her tier 1?
She's not tier 1.
No.
No. Okay. All right. So she's tier 2.
But
right.
I will say, like, if we were to talk about the all-time what could have beens in like CrossFit Games history,
Yeah.
the year that she got sick and didn't compete, where she went to West Coast and was clearly the best.
Murdered everybody.
All those athletes there, that year would be like top 3 for me.
Listen, Don Fondal, very, very astute. I have to tell you something that's going on behind the scenes here in the locker room. He says, is Bryson now the junior analyst? John was caught sleeping on the job a few times, came to work fucking drunk, disheveled, and Bryson tried to make a move on him, and now John has to fucking slap him around and put him in his spot. You saw last week. Do you think John really had a kid? So just know that you are on to something when you sniff that shit out.
Damn.
There's
Aaron dirty laundry.
If only his takes were better.
There's gonna be a lot of tension here for years to come. This is this is a pecking order. If there's not strong men around to keep other men in check, they'll start preying on our women and children in the form of trans people.
Whoa.
It's the truth. It's the truth. I'm telling you the truth. When there's not strong men to keep other strong men in check, certain men, just like monkeys do it and fucking cougars and tigers do it, there's certain men that will start preying on other females and children. So we need strong men to stand up and keep people in check, and that's what fucking, you're sensing between John and Bryson. He's like, Bryson's trying to climb up on the hill, and John's just fucking dick slap him.
And that's why John started that petition.
All right. And Haley, fuck you if you think this show is boring. Okay, Bethany Flores, good conversation around her. Tier 2. Now this one I think you guys are really gonna shit the bed on. This one, speaking of emotion, this one you guys are really gonna fuck up. Erica Folo.
Tier 2.
I'm game. Tier 2.
Oh, you guys are out of your mind.
2.
She's fucking tier 3 if I've ever seen tier 3. What has she done besides fucking sit in
Lydia
the hot tub with fucking Hiller?
Fish is tier 2. Then Erica
Okay, you
Folo
win.
is tier 2.
Okay, fine, you win. All right, you win.
You've extended the tier 2 parameters by putting Lydia Fish in tier 2.
Folo only has 1 L?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Listen. You can't just put Folo in because she was with Hiller and she's hot. Like, you got to let her. She's got to grind. Okay. Lisa Fuliano.
Tier 2.
She's done enough times. I think she's tier 2.
I thought Chloe was deceased or retired or something.
Deceased.
I don't know what she's
Retarded.
doing.
Okay, Chloe, tier 2.
Yeah.
Tremendous character and tremendous athlete, I will say. Claudia Gluck, best name in the business.
Tier 2.
No, there's no tier 1s yet. Annika Greer.
This one will be a tough one.
I think she's tier 2. I think she's done it. I think she's been one spot away enough times to where you still have to consider her in that class.
So I would say Annika Greer is tier 3, but with Lydia Fish being in tier 3, tier 2,
my God,
Annika Greer is clearly tier 2. I'll take Annika Greer over Lydia Fish right now every single day of the year.
Let me just, before you talk, Bryson, let me just say this. Let me ask you a question, John.
Y'all did Lydia Fish a disservice by doing this because I'm going to have to rake her name under the coals every single time we have a person now And
let
she
me
doesn't
just
deserve it.
let me just ask you this. This has nothing to do with the
Just say
show.
rake her name under
Rake-
the coals.
Over the coals.
Laker over the cold.
There's nowhere hotter,
What?
Jr.
You know what, JR? I talk how I talk.
Dude,
and you
your
need to
figures of
accept this.
speech.
You need to accept this, okay?
Figure out figures of speech, okay?
He reads Shakespeare backwards. Okay, John, listen to this question. Okay, this has nothing to do with
Dude.
this show. Completely separate. Who do you think has more potential as a professional CrossFit Games athlete, Lydia Fish or Annika Greer?
I would say Lydia Fish.
Okay. Just checking. Okay. But that doesn't change anything. I see what you're saying. And it is really fucked what JR and Bryson did. They've already ruined the show, but we'll keep going.
Okay, well, I'm taking potential. I'm taking potential into account now in the tier system. I'm putting Annika Greer in tier 3.
Okay. Yeah, I think we all agree Lydia Fish, their sky's the limit. Oh shit, Jared, your flight get pushed, you're shaking your head, or someone else with the mask sat down again. Oh shit. Jared, picture please. Is someone standing too close to you?
That's been happening for like the past 20 minutes.
Like people just come and stand too close to you? It's like, hey dude, your crotch should not be within 8 feet of my face.
Yeah, pretty much.
Jesus Christ. I hope it's all beaver.
0.
Okay. Where are we? So Annika Greer, tier 2. Wow. Okay.
No, I thought okay, go ahead.
Go. No, you tell me what tier would you put her in, Bryson?
I said taking potential into account. I'm putting her in tier 3.
That's right. No,
She's
she's
hit her
tier
ceiling.
2.
She's hit her
She's tier 2
ceiling.
because Lydia is tier 2. That's right.
JR for the tiebreaker, Annika Greer.
2.
Okay. How's your battery, JR?
I'm good to go.
Tier 2 is games potential or games worthy, and Annika Greer has hit her ceiling. And John will agree with me on that.
Yeah, but she can get lucky.
All right.
That's disgusting, John. That's disgusting. You just had a kid, dude.
This is an incredible name. Nicole here.
Yeah, Nicole's here.
Tier 3. I don't know who she is. She's got to be tier 3.
Yep.
Right.
All right, our first tier 1.
Laura Horvat. H
Who's
is
that?
silent.
Tier 1.
Hattie Canyo.
Tier 2.
Okay, who's better, Hattie or Bethany Flores?
Hattie.
I think Bethany Flores is better.
Shut up.
Dude, if you have a hole that big and you cannot do something,
You're crazy,
You are
Bryson.
not
I
fair.
love Hattie, but you are crazy.
dude, it's not an injury like, oh, she had to get whatever surgery Gabby Magala just got and she's going to be back. It's like something that she's just never worked. She doesn't like do anything about it.
Well, she's trying to do something about it, but you're just saying it's broken. You're saying she's a car in 5th and 6th gear broken.
Yeah, doing dead bugs every day isn't going to make you be able to back squat 275.
Bryson, what did Hattie Canyo take in the games last year?
I don't know.
She was 18th. Do you want to know what Bethany Flores was? She was 4th. But you're right. The games last year, we can't
And in
really
back
take
squat 275.
we can't. It doesn't matter. She was 4th place. But you're absolutely right. We can't take that into account. The year before that, 15th. All right, 2019, 8th. 2018, 16th. All of these are better than Hattie Canyo's greatest year she's ever had. If you want to talk about not making the games again, Bethany Flores will make the games before Hattie Canyo makes the games again.
Hattie is amazing, but
No,
I have to
Hattie will
agree with
make the
John.
games. Hattie will make
I
the games.
think Hattie will make the games too, actually.
We'll see.
Dude, she just can't do something. That's so.
I get
Something-
why you hate it, but she gets what she gets despite that. She's so good at all the other stuff that she can have that hole and still be this fit.
No, she can't have that hole and be this fit. That's what
She's
you're not understanding.
routinely
She
gets
can have
top
that.
20
No,
at the games.
no, she can have that hole and place okay in certain CrossFit competitions, but she cannot have that hole and be that fit.
The games.
She's not that fit because of that hole.
So you think the games is a bad test of fitness?
if someone has a hole like that, that's when
Overall, the games is a bad test of fitness.
if
Not
someone
last
has
year.
that big of a hole, it brings forth the problems with testing things like that are not complete.
Do you
It's the
think
same way that the
I
only
see where you're
handstand
going,
push-up,
Bryson.
Do you think
The only
Taylor's one of the
handstand
fittest guys in the
push-ups-
world?
one of
I agree with you. I think Taylor. I would put Taylor as one of the fittest guys,
but
in the
not
world.
right now because he
Right,
can't back
do you
squat.
think he's one of the fittest guys in the world? You said one of. He's one of the worst squatters in the entire men's field. And
Right.
he know it's not because he can't. He knows why. It's not, it's not anything against him.
Yeah. So
I
he'd be in
agree.
tier 3.
Despite that hole, he could still almost make the games and probably would if he gets lucky one year with the programming.
Dude,
Bryson,
like,
Bryson, let me say this real quick. John,
Rich Brody couldn't run in 2014. He couldn't
Right.
run. He
But
had
John-
to walk. We're gonna say
John's
he's not the
using the
fittest man in
voice.
the world.
dude, when
hold
they
on
test
real
it-
quick, Bryson. Hold on. This is what Bryson's trying to say, John. Hattie's back won't fall out of her dumper if she sneezes wrong. He's saying that she has that there's a hole. So I'm not disagreeing with you, John.
Dude,
But
with
I agree with you, John. But do you see what Bryson's saying? He's saying that she is a broken.
He's saying, because you brought Laura Horvath into the mix. He's saying if you have a hole that is in crazy, right? You're so bad at one thing, it disqualifies you from being one of the fittest people in the world. That's what he's saying. And I disagree completely.
Dude, no, unless it gets tested. What you're saying about Rich Froning being so bad at running got tested. So he deserved to be in the spot that he ended up in. Laura Horvath can't do a strict deficit handstand push-up. Bethany Flores,
they tested heavy cleans at the games.
So what?
She still got 4th place at the games and they tested heavy cleans.
Yeah, but she could do them. Her issue is specifically the back squat. I have a back injury and I've done the same thing before where there's been times I just straight up couldn't back squat.
All right, hey, 2018 they did the CrossFit total. That's back squat. She was 16th place.
Okay. That's 2018.
Better than Hattie Canio's ever done, ever will do.
Caleb, schedule a show for tomorrow. Who's better, Bethany or Hattie? Thank you. This is great discussion. Real quick.
Bryson.
That's history, John. That's history. She can't do that right now.
If me and you go to Rogue Invitational, I'm beating you. And it's not because I'm fitter than you.
No, you're not, dude.
You're way fitter than me. And you wouldn't beat me in that. That's not, you can't say a hole disqualifies you from fitness.
Hers is her. She. Okay. Let's move on. Okay, really quick. This is a really good point. At Will Brandstetter, JR doing it without headphones is admirable. JR, everyone can hear John in the airport.
Everyone. There's
okay. That's cool.
There's no chance that anyone in this line going to Baltimore has any idea what John's talking about.
Hey, you tell the skin face people to give me a DM, okay? We'll get them straight.
JR, are you skin face? The ghost. John, JR, will you pan to your left? Are you sitting in a corner? No, the other left. Sorry, your left.
Do I really?
Oh, how about the other way? Oh, we're doing a full 360.
360. Baby.
I want to see the other side. The other side. Are you sitting in a corner?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, that's brilliant. That's good. So yeah, okay, that's good. Has anyone tried to stand in the corner?
No.
Oh, that's good. Okay, good placement. I approve of that placement. That's solid. Okay. Back. Oh, we're doing a show, right? Oh yeah, we're ranking people. Okay, so Hattie Canio, so we're putting her tier 2.
Yeah, tier 2.
Any chance she'd be in tier 3?
No.
Okay. She's better than Jessica Androsic.
Yeah.
Okay. Sahar Kai.
Tier 2.
Everyone?
Yeah.
You don't think Sahar belongs in tier 3?
No, she's placed well enough at the games, and honestly, multiple years.
Linda Kiesman doesn't get really enough attention she deserves. Freak of nature. She's a man. She went to the games last year.
She did. Yep. She was 19th.
She's like, oh, here we go. Ready, JR? Amanda Barnhart.
That's a good one.
Not bad. Not easy finding another Amanda Barnhart.
Hey, how about this one? Liz Wishart, Telena Fortunato.
Oh, I got one better than Telena Fortunato. You ready?
Lindy Barber.
No, we've had a Liz Wishart before. It was this blonde girl from Carson. She used to compete in Carson. Exact same body as Liz Wishart. I took this insane photo of her. What I bet you I could find her name. There is a Liz Wishart. When I say her name, you'll be like, holy shit. What year 14? Were we in Carson in 14?
Yes.
Yes.
To 2014. Let me just see really quick. Why does it say Maddie Sturt? Maddie Sturt was around. Oh, why does this keep going back to 2024? Oh, the game's leaderboard doesn't go back to 2014.
No, it
Oh
does.
shit! It won't let me.
It's
Yeah, it does. Here we go. I got it.
it is updating. I'm doing that
Oh,
to me
wait.
too, Savon. Yeah, it directs you back.
God, you don't know who I'm talking about. There were two girls you could pick. I think JR that you would like better than her. There was the girl from NorCal who dated the guy with the dreads, and he flew the drones. Lindy Barber is more Bethany Flores. I think Lindy Barber had some back issues.
I was just talking about like their look.
Oh, God, what was that girl's name? Is this 2023? Oh, you got it. Okay,
This
not
This is
Michelle. Kenny.
2014.
Okay, keep going. Valerie, Emily Bridgers, keep going. Anna Tunnicliffe, Julie Foucher, Kelly Jackson, Christina, Stacy Tan, Chelsea Hughes, Carlene, Mandy, Danielle Hale went to the games. Lee Bomber, Kristen Lauren Fisher. Nope, she's not here. Jessica Tiffany. No, this is Elizabeth Akinwale. No, not her. All right, I tried. I'll get it. I'll find it for you.
Lindsay Valenzuela.
Telling you, dude,
No.
it's a whole show. I'm telling you, it's a whole show.
No, it's this blonde
Best
chick.
comps.
God, I can't
Best
believe no one in
comps.
the chat's giving it to me. She not Tennille. Tennille was good. Tennille's more Shelby Neal.
Michelle Kenny.
Man, Tennille. Hey, Tennille Berlin Reed. She was what could have been.
I don't like Tennille.
She's a freak, dude.
She followed me and my wife, and this is before I did anything. I wasn't anything in CrossFit. I just was a fan of the CrossFit Games, and she followed both of us, and then we followed her back, and then 3 days later she had unfollowed us.
Don't ever say that out loud again. That you care if people follow you or not.
Well, no, I mean, I'm saying at the time, I don't now, Savon, but at the time it was the coolest thing in the world, and she was just following a bunch of people just to get followers.
Christy Adkins.
Not Adkins. Keep scrolling. Keep going. Kelly Jackson.
Dude, I'm gonna have to take a shower after this. I'm like sweating from
Me too.
I'm just getting warmed up.
Emily Bridgers. Damn, where is that chick? Maybe it was 2010 even. My years are all fucking
Christ.
messed up. I'll find it later. Let's keep going. This is a long show. Jay, are you good on time? Everyone good on time?
Yes.
Jeffrey, thank you. Let's move along. Thank you. I mean, don't tell me what to do. Okay. Linda Kiesman, what's here?
This is a hard one because she's only been the games 1 year and it was last year. Isn't really relevant except then.
Lydia Fisher rule.
Yeah. Tier two. Yeah, you got me. Yeah, tier two.
Oh shit! I'm sorry,
Oh,
Bryson.
wow.
I'm sorry.
I think
Yeah.
Linda's
John.
tier 2 regardless.
Yeah, tier
So.
2. Yeah, that was great.
Okay. Pernille Christensen, tier 3. Don't know who you are. Reese Littlewood sounds familiar.
Teenager.
God, imagine being
teen
a
champ.
guy with the last name Littlewood. God, elementary school would just be fucking brutal.
Her dad had that name.
Yeah.
Reese Littlewood. Did she win the kids CrossFit Games?
Yes, she won by a lot. Yeah.
So tier 2 for Reese?
No.
No.
She beat Lucy McGonigal, which is pretty shocking.
Where would you put her?
I mean, I would put her at tier 3.
Is Reese better than Lydia Fish?
I would probably pick Lydia over Reese Littlewood. Yeah.
Probably, dude. Shut up. You would.
Ariel
I
Lowen.
just did.
Ariel Lowen.
Tier 1.
Okay, Ariel Lowen, tier 1. Anyone want to argue that?
I want to, but I won't.
Emily Lundberg.
Okay.
3.
Okay, Emily, see you tomorrow, tier 3. Lucy McGonigal. Is that a kid too?
Yeah.
Tier 3?
Yeah.
All kids go in tier 3. Don't take it. Oh, this one's gonna be good. Here we go, Houston. Annika Greer. I mean, Kyra Milligan. Are they the same person?
Kyra's fitter.
No, they're different. They're way different. Yeah. I would say tier 2. Lydia Fish
Yeah.
rule.
Tier 2. Not because of the Lydia Fish rule, though. She's in tier 2 anyway.
Andra. Wow, this is a tough name too. This would be a tough name too. Bryson in high school though. In high school. JR struggling. JR struggling. JR, look at the
Late
girls
at
with
night,
masks.
Dude, it's getting late at night. I turned into, I regressed to the teenage years.
Dude, I went to optometry school, and this girl, her name was Cloris, and it was impossible to talk to her.
Oh fuck.
Cloris?
Cloris.
Clitoris?
literally just one letter out. Yeah, Cloris.
John could never find where she was at.
Yeah. Ha, 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 ha.
Mel, is Bryson 12?
Yes.
Okay. Andra Moistus.
Andra Moist Tits.
Oh man. We're burning in hell. Someone told JR to turn off his. Did you get in trouble, JR?
I'm sorry, Andra.
I'm talking to the guy at the desk.
Oh. Okay. Game recognize. He wants you to hoop with you?
He just looked at the guy at the desk and said, he said moist tits.
Jennifer Muir. I recognize that name.
She went to over in London for that Fit Fest.
Okay, tier 3.
Yeah.
Lexi Neely, tier 2. Even I know that. Hey.
Lydia Fish rule.
No.
Made the games last year, so
Yeah.
Dude, do you think Annika Greer is fitter than Lexi Neely? You're out of your mind.
I would put them in the
dude.
same category.
John's
You're
just
out
gonna
of your
say
mind, dude.
John's just gonna use that rule every time he puts somebody in tier 2, so he can keep bringing it up.
No, these people are all kind of on
The last
borderline.
3
They
people we
all
put in
are.
tier 2 belong there.
Lexi Neely took the first place in push pull.
Yeah, it was a free handstanding push-up workout. It was basically just who's the best at that, and that's it.
free hand standing push-up. Free hand standing push-up.
You know exactly what I'm saying. I don't know why you're trying to correct me.
You suck at
Wow.
talking, dude.
Oh, don't take this abuse, John. Okay, so she took a 39, 34, 32nd, 29th, 33rd, 25th, 33rd, 25th, 1st, 26th, 14th, 11th.
Boy, she had a good back.
I guess you're right. Sung Young Choi beat her at the games. Kyra beat her. Chloe beat her. Did Annika even make it to the games last year?
No, she's never made it to the games.
Demo team.
All right. I like Lexi Neely. She
We can
was
put her in tier 2.
she was great on the show. She's a great interview. People were saying it was going to be hard. I thought it was easy. She was dope. Andrea Pinheiro.
Tier 1.
I think tier 1 too, to be honest.
Are we drug testing the tier system?
No.
No.
I mean, I would say tier 3.
Oh, she took 28th.
Yeah, but that's because 10 girls withdrew.
So what are you saying? She would have taken 40th?
Yeah, she would.
Yeah.
She would have been 38th to last.
She got a 7th. She got a 7th. That's her best finish. And she's older. Okay. Are we putting her in tier 3?
Yeah.
Pinheiro. I think that's fair. You okay with that, JR? Georgia Pryor.
I would say 3.
How'd she do at the games last year?
I thought she did well at the games.
Gracie took 14th.
She was one spot behind Andrea Pinheiro.
Oh, shit. Wow.
Okay, then yeah, 3.
That's too bad.
Was she doing well at a certain point, like early on?
No, people just hype her up a lot. I don't know why.
Yo, I'll tell you why. Because she's hot as fuck.
She was 30th, 12th, 29th, 27th, 29th, 27th, 19th, 28th, 22nd, 24th.
Maria Quintero. Hey, I'm struggling right now because you guys were saying that there better be some big names coming up because you guys were saying it's a good comp, and so far it's Maria Quintero, level 3.
Yeah, tier 3.
Alexis Raptis.
Tier 1.
Is Raptis going to beat Lowen here?
Yeah.
I think it's going to be really close, but I have her second.
That she looks absolutely phenomenal. She looks like she's ready to go.
Yeah, it's going to be a really fun race between the two of those girls.
Emily Rolfe.
One.
Tier 2.
What?
Tier 2.
Shut the fuck up. What?
That's what I was gonna say.
You were going to say
What?
shut the fuck up?
Yeah. For what?
Why is she tier
John.
1?
John, do you know replacements other than last year at the game?
Yeah, she was 12th the year previous, 40th the year after that, 15th, 18th. She's routinely in the team.
I would say
That's where her
tier
fitness
2.
is. Third place is anomaly. If you want to say it's not, Bethany Flores was 4th place. Her and Bethany Flores finished very close to each other, and you wanted to argue Bethany Flores for tier 3. She's a tier 2 games athlete. She's 10 to 20th place every single year. Last year was an anomaly. It's the cardio games.
Dude, but we're not talking about history. We're talking about how fit they are right now.
History
And Emily
shows
Rolfe-
you how fit they are, okay? 12th, 40th, 18th.
40th was because she got a 49ers withdrawal.
Well, you're only as good as you show up.
Really? She got booted from the games for COVID?
No. That was
No.
her bone disease, right? Her bone.
Yeah. From the I remember that. That was from COVID. That was from she got
But-
that from the vaccine.
But before, she was 12th, 15th, 18th.
right?
And yet, she's
struggling to see
really,
her.
really fit. She's really, really fit, but she's the top of tier 2 for me. Tier
JR.
1 is routinely, perennially tier 1 or top 10 games. She's not that. She's never
Average.
been that.
JR.
I have her 2.
Holy shit.
She's
Wow.
the third fittest woman on
This has
earth.
been the hardest one for me to put at tier 2.
Is Bethany the 4th fittest
Yeah.
woman on earth? Because you're a hypocrite if you don't say so.
I would put
No,
both.
she's not.
I would put both Bethany and Emily up there with Ariel and Raptis.
I'd split it. Emily in the first, Bethany in the second.
All right. John sounds like he needs some BPC 157.
What is that?
A great
You know.
answer, John.
You
Great
know.
answer.
You know exactly what that is.
It's
know.
it's a drug that enhances your performance, but what is it?
No, it helps your it's a healing, tendon ligament healing.
Oh, okay.
Every athlete should be on it. Emily, capeptides.com. Code word Sevon. If you can't spell that, Hiller. Ariel Sanders. Who the fuck is that?
She is one of Coach L's athletes.
I don't know.
So one of Taylor's athletes?
Ariel.
Yeah, Ariel.
It's a
Thank
great
you,
name.
TR.
Tier 3 though, since I don't know her, right?
Yeah, no, she's tier 3.
Mary Helen Saunders. I know that name.
Tier 3.
Bryson?
Yeah, 3.
Okay. Mary down here. Damn, tier 3 is getting so full. Danny Spiegel.
Tier 2.
Is Emily Rolfe better than Danny Spiegel?
Yeah.
Yes.
Do you put Danny at tier 2, Bryson?
Yeah.
Wow. JR?
Absolutely.
Would you put her is Danny better than Bethany? Better CrossFitter?
No.
No.
Emma Tall.
This one's hard, but I would say tier 2.
This will Bethany and Danny both have massive holes, but Danny's hole
Yes,
is
Bryson, go
more
on.
foundational. She can't run a 5K without blacking out.
Who,
or
Emma's
whatever.
or Danny's?
Danny Spiegel.
Oh.
So that's her hole, and it's more foundational than Bethany's hole, which would be back squatting or lifting.
It's
weights.
lower on the pyramid. It's
Yeah.
yeah. It's more valuable.
So Danny Spiegel is not as good of a CrossFitter as Bethany Flores, but Bethany Flores is also not a well-rounded CrossFitter.
I don't disagree with those statements.
So would you put Emma Tall on in level 2?
I would put her tier 2, but I mean,
Yeah.
I think she's near the top of tier 2 though. She's very good, but obviously we're probably not going. All right, I don't think we're going to see a ton of her anymore.
I think JR went to the bathroom. What would be weird is if someone stole his computer now.
At least we know who'd have it
Yeah. Go big screen if someone picks it up.
for sure.
What the hell? Astrid Tind?
That's an astrology check for sure.
Tier 3.
Yeah.
She's a Scorpio, rising Scorpio.
Nicoletti Tortuga?
Torrigiani.
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 Tier
Nicoletti Torrigiani.
Nina. Oh, I know this name.
This is the Mayhem girl, right?
Yes.
Tier 1 for
And
sure.
she was at Crash and like lit the world on fire in the handstand event. Handstand walking event.
Yeah, Nina Ragovic. Yeah, she was good. Tier 2? Tier 3?
Tier
Tier
3.
1 for sure.
3.
God, I'm out of room on tier 3. This is a problem.
Nicolette, the best
Zoe Warren.
you can get. Tier 3.
3.
Brooke Wells.
Tier 1.
What?
I would say tier 1.
Yeah, dude.
You're gonna put Brooke Wells in tier 1. You're not gonna put Emily Rolfe in tier 1.
I know, that's
100%.
crazy. That's
100%.
You are so fucking tarded, dude.
100%.
I think Emily Rolfe should be in tier 1, but I do think Brooke Wells is above Emily Rolfe. So I don't think John's logic in that is fucked up. Brooke Wells is winning the whole thing. She's the fittest person here.
I disagree with that.
Retarded.
But I'll take Brooke Wells any day of the week over.
That would be awesome if Brooke won. That would shake shit up good.
It will be awesome.
All right, Brooke Wells, level 1, tier 1. All right. God, that'd be awesome. Okay, here's a tough one. Sydney Wells.
3.
Yeah, I mean, I'm probably going to say 3 on that one.
Wolf. But they're identical twins.
Aline Wurz.
Tier 3.
Elizabeth Wishart.
Tier 3.
3.
Not 2?
No.
You think Kyra Milligan's fitter than Elizabeth Wishart?
Yes. I do, yeah.
You think Chloe Gavon is fitter than her?
Yes.
Claudia Gluck?
It's fitter than who?
You think Claudia Gluck? What about the what about the Lydia Fish award factor?
I think Lydia Fish is better than Elizabeth Wishart.
Yeah.
Wow, okay. Wishart 3.
Lydia Fish Award. Is that the new
Summer Vine's like the end.
Is that the new award at the end of the games for like most improved or whatever the rings are?
Everyone who's better than Lydia Fish gets a trophy.
Listen, there's a line. And if you're actually fit or if you're not, you're just a pretender. It's the Lydia Fish line.
Okay. I do have some questions about Wodapalooza. I do have to take a pee. So we just got to take a small little 1-minute pee break and we'll be back.
My experience was, I told her, you build one in Portland and I'll start. Coming from a bad back, not really able to move. Doctors said medication probably until you can't take it, then we'll do surgery. So that was kind of what motivated me to get into it. So a year into CrossFit, probably one of the best shape of my life. I was diagnosed with cancer. And we got through it. You push through these things that I always joked. I was like, okay, here we go through, 35 rounds of radiation, 3 rounds of chemo. I said, here we go, 3, 2, 1, go. It's like a workout. Let's get through it, you know?
There's no doubt. I've been in oncology, radiation oncology for over 30 years. With what he was up against, there's no doubt in my mind, if it wouldn't have been for CrossFit and the way he was, we built him up and how strong he was, he wouldn't be here today.
And we're back, except not JR. Okay, a couple things. What about so we talked about Jeffrey Adler not being here. Why aren't some other people here? Why isn't Tia here?
I don't know.
Probably there. Do you think she's there? She'll be there. She's just working the crowd.
Did she do Wodapalooza last year? No.
No,
She not-
last year was Paige Powers, right? That won it? Or was that the year
I
before
thought that was the year before. So that's the last 2 years that Tia has in the Wodapalooza. She just doesn't do that. She did Wodapalooza in 2019.
Bryson, stop playing with your pen.
Sorry.
No problem.
If I'm Tia, Wodapalooza is a pain in the ass to me.
75 grand, easy 75 grand for her, isn't it?
Probably makes that
Yeah.
twofold somewhere else.
She probably makes that with like a Frog Grips post.
A quick 75. Someone said Emma Carey won last year.
That's right. And then she
yeah.
devoted herself to Lord and Savior Jesus Christ for the rest of her life.
Good for her.
What about the weather tomorrow? What if it is? Someone in the chat said it was pouring in Miami right now. Any plans for that? Is the entire event outside?
Yes. There's on the stage and then on the sand. Friday will be the only day that it rains. So every other day it's fine.
Even though it's pouring right now and it starts in 11 hours, 12 hours.
Yeah, no, it'll be fine. Florida's like that. Florida will rain for an hour and then you will have no idea it rained 5 hours from then.
Scroll up a little bit, Caleb. Let's see Thursday.
We just got like 4 inches of snow and we still know that it snowed.
Well, that's North Florida, South Florida.
Caleb, let's look at Thursday. Okay, 20% chance of rain tomorrow. Okay, and what about these winds? Are they competing on sand? Could the winds be a bad problem?
No, it's hard sand.
Sarah Sigmund's daughter, not doing individual but doing team, and then also just would you say Sarah's on a comeback tour? Would you say she's in a comeback? I mean, she looks like she's in amazing shape. Spin just reported, the barbell spin just reported she took what place did she take? Fifth at the UAE Storm Games. Some good names there. Jamie Simmons, Sahara Kai, Matilda Garnes finished ahead of her. Any chance we'll see her, you think, make a run for the games this year?
No.
Not even try?
She might try if she won't succeed.
Because you think she's too old?
I think she's not fit enough.
Don't you think this is a good sign?
Yeah, I mean, I'm happy for her, but like, you can't look at the names that beat her. Look at the names that she beat. She beat Verena Reimers, Luisa Marquez, Evie Hollis. These people
got a games athlete down there, Julia Cato.
Yeah, but where's she making the games from? Like Sarah's got to make it from Europe. I just don't see it happening.
But John, she's made the games before. She's been on the podium before, bro.
Yeah, she fell down pretty rough though. If Andrea Solberg is beating you handedly, you're just not.
Hey, I agree in this example. I'm just saying that goes back to all the other examples when we were tiering people that.
And she's like 3 years. She's like 3 years. She's like 5 years removed from her success. I'm just saying, give those people another year. You're saying from 2024, if they weren't good, they're not good anymore. I'm saying like, let's wait. Just wait.
I was saying from 2024, if they were good, then they're still good enough now.
I'm thinking of like the Nick Matthews that we were talking about.
Oh, I'm thinking
right,
about
like the people like that. Yeah, but Emily Wolf was only there because of how the games was.
So she's not doing individual, and Annie's not doing individual, and Katrina's not doing individual, but they'll all be there on the same team. That's kind of cool. That is cool. Big Baca, I'm here now in Miami. It's not pouring rain nor rained hard, and the sand is soft as hell. I viewed the venue.
Well, that's not what we were told, Big Baca, but I'll trust you over them.
What were you told? That the sand is packed like dense?
It's hard sand, yeah. Is this the end of Iceland?
Yeah. It already happened.
2025,
because
the end of Iceland.
BKG's on his way out too. That's crazy. I feel like Iceland has had such an impact on CrossFit, or CrossFit's had such an impact on Iceland, however you want to word it. There's always been an Icelandic presence ever since Annie. And it's like kind of like exploded.
I mean, she's the only athlete that connected all three generations.
For sure. It's kind of sad.
Fourth best CrossFitter who ever lived.
Fourth most impact. Sure.
One of the most impact.
All right. So tomorrow it's going to be fun. A lot of good people, fun people to watch after doing the review show. Oh, by the way, so tier 1 girls, there's only 4. Laura Horvat, Ariel Lowen, Raptis, and Brooke Wells. And I think the one there to watch is going to be the most interesting. Well, I think Raptis and Brooke Wells are going to be it's going to be fun seeing where they have the biggest unknowns. Ariel and Laura have just been consistently just kicking ass. I think Raptis has shown the most potential in the past to one day maybe even be a future CrossFit Games podium finisher or even champion. We've seen glimmers of that. So I think that's going to be fun. The ones who didn't make it, who are going to still be fun to watch, are Danny, Emily Rolfe, and Bethany Flores. And then, of course, from Hiller's outstanding video that has nearly 200,000 views, Erica Folo. And then, of course, the girls we love, Domit, Kringle. There's a bunch of them in there. Hattie Canyo. The whole second tier is going to be fun. And then on the boys' side, I'm the person I'm most interested in just right off the bat that I'd love to get. Obviously, James Sprague. I'd love to get behind James Sprague and see how he does. Ricky Garrard, Hatfield, bunch of unknowns there in terms of how well they're going to do, and it's going to be really competitive for them. But Enola Kai, Jack Farlow. It'll be interesting to see Luke Parker, Travis Mayer. This could be a sign of us seeing the beginning of the end for him, right? Or the end, or is it the end of the end?
The end of the end.
I feel like, yeah, he's been in the end for a while.
This is Luka Jukic's first time competing in the States since the games where he lost his brother.
Correct.
But he did compete somewhere else already?
He won Dubai.
He won Dubai, okay. So he's coming off a strong win, pretty confident.
He competed somewhere else and won too, right?
He competes a lot, man. Like,
yeah.
But Dubai's the big one.
All right. And then of course the big question mark, Jeff Adler. Will Jeff Adler take the floor at and it won't be 7 a.m. I think the women go. Do the women go first? I think the women go first. At 7 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. I think that's right. Let me double check here. Let me get the schedule.
The women start at like 10:30.
You're Pacific
it's
time.
men first and then women.
7 Pacific. Yeah.
Oh, the men do go first? Oh, okay.
Yep.
Okay, so the women start at 7:40. So this first one's quick. And tomorrow morning we'll give you the picks. So basically what we're going to do tomorrow is we'll get up early, 6 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. We'll start the show. We'll give you the picks for event 1. And then after every event, we'll do a quick show, 30, 40-minute show. And we'll give you picks for the next one. The first event's called 2 Rounds, Too Many, in the Rain Sandbox. I guess that's the sponsor. Then the Ocean Drive Drag Race, and then High Stakes Tight Ropes. If you go over to the Spin Podcast, you can see the picks that they've already made. But we will be doing it by event. Also, right when we go off the air at 7 a.m. tomorrow morning after Adrian Bosman's on for a few minutes, then you can switch over to the Spincast, and then you can use that as the audio if you want, or you can watch the event that Brian Friend's putting on, and I think he's going to have Chase and Bill commentating.
They are commentating. So
you're going to have a lot of fun, get a lot of good choices. All right. JR, update on your flight?
Yep. I fly out at 12:33 a.m. and I get there at 2:14.
Oh, what, you leave at what time?
I leave in an hour and a half.
Oh my God. How long have you been at the airport?
I got to the Greenville airport at about 4 o'clock.
Holy shit.
Oh.
What does this mean? No Spincast this weekend. You guys are not doing a simulcast with the event?
No, there's some personal stuff that one of the crew can't be here. So we're not doing it.
But so you're not covering at all this weekend?
That's what Spin says. I feel like we can get.
When did that change? When did that change?
Bryson or somebody to sub in, but
when did that change?
Just now. Like I just got
like
text.
yeah. Oh, okay.
We'll see. We'll see.
okay.
I feel like we can probably still do it, but I mean, if they're set on not doing it, then we're not doing it.
Okay. But we will be here tomorrow before and after every event. Show 3 out of 10. Thank you. Chat 15 out of 10. You guys really brought it. Okay, good. All right.
You guys
3
are
out of
playing
10.
road trip games in the chat. So gay.
5 out of 10 average. I think that's an F. 9 out of 10 average. All right. Jeff Giardina, I think you were ripping on Bryson earlier. I don't think you can sub in. You were just tearing Bryson a new one.
Yeah, bro. Come on.
Yeah, bro. Brother.
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 Jeremy just thought it was a boring show because there wasn't any girls in the chat for him to say weird ass shit to.
Fair enough. All right, guys.
Snapchat.
Great having you. We'll see you guys tomorrow for TYR Wodapalooza. Remember, you'll never be the best version of yourself unless you drink Paper Street coffee and get all jacked up on capeptides.com. If you're going to have a baby, BIRTHFIT. Don't forget, only the G's brush with Matuthian. Get all your podcast apparel at vindicatevndk8.com and sign up for the open. QR code's right above JR's head. Behind the scenes is coming out soon. Get your CEO membership if you want to see it. Sounds like it might not be released before the open, except to CEO members. We've reached a little snag. Love you guys. Bye-bye.